Hey,
Hello.
Hi everyone. I'm a little bit all over the place, but I am also low energy, so I suppose that comes with the
hey,
territory. Greetings,
there we go.
everyone. Welcome to, for the first time in a long time, Bearded Ramblings. Goodbye, Beard. Hello, Bearded.
Hey,
Hey,
welcome back.
Hello.
we,
Look at this luscious beard right here.
Speaking
yeah,
of welcome back to Egghead's beard, and also
yeah.
the rest of Egghead.
Yes, I love that
Egghead
egghead
has
beard.
returned.
That might
Welcome,
need a trim very soon.
welcome back to both of you, Eggheads.
Mel Mel is literally in traffic or just getting out of traffic right now. She will be joining us as the
Yeah,
night goes on. She does
just
apologize.
uh, just to double
And
check, am I facing the correct way today?
Oh, good point. You should have said that before we went live. Bloop
Well,
bloop bloop bloop
I
bloop.
suppose I could have, but I didn't see it. I
Truth.
still don't.
Do, do, do,
damn
do,
traffic.
do. Do, do,
Sorry,
do,
that'll give me a moment
do.
to have a nice sip of tea. You guys like my new tea infuser?
I can't see because you're all flipped upside down and shit because I'm messing around with the 90-degree angles.
Hmm.
Do, do,
Suppose this is a bad time to
do.
ask.
Yeah, I'll tell you when it is a good time to ask. Never! Actually, it looks kind of nice.
Never.
Got my tea situation.
You got. Do you have a French vanilla situation though? Because then you got to get up and take a poopy.
No, it's Moroccan mint tea.
Ooh. Oh, I've had.
Remember a while ago I
I
sent
had
you.
that.
Remember a while ago, Lev? I sent you a picture of the manatee tea infuser.
The
Mmm.
manatee infuser.
I bought it and I'm using it today.
Nice.
More,
I've got tea. We haven't watched an episode. We haven't watched the Manatee in a long time. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I was looking at the tea infuser options at the store that I was at the time, and as soon as I saw that one of them was a manatee, I had to choose that one.
I've got actually a really a little known fact about English and Irish people. After a night of hard drinking, nothing tastes as good. Nothing tastes as good as a warm cup of tea that is really strong. And this is a very
Nothing.
strong cup of tea. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nut.
it's lovely. Nutty,
Nothing,
nutty.
honey.
Girlie, are you back? Is it time for the harvest?
Nuts.
Nutty. Nutty. Um, but I hope you all are having a fantastic week. I've been having a pretty mixed one. The runs are pretty great. I watched The Bear. I'm starting getting into season 2 now. Any of you? I know Krendar didn't watch The Bear. Did you? There, Egg.
I'm doing well.
Yeah,
That,
I'd never
that's.
heard of it until you mentioned it today.
Hmm.
I haven't
We'll
heard
have
of
to
it.
see if we can find a short clip or something.
Yeah, sure.
A bear?
The Bear.
A bear.
It's a very dark comedy from Fox. Has the main guy from Shameless in it. A few familiar faces
A
pop up
restaurant
around
or
it.
something?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's set in Chicago and it's like a little deli place. It's based off a real life deli, and it's fucking raw. It's like, and I don't mean the food. I mean like it's like
Fucking
aggressive.
raw.
It's raw. The onions, they're
I'm
raw.
guessing most restaurants are probably nothing like this thing, but we'll see.
Um, I yeah, like just I've never worked in a restaurant, but I have like gone around the back to drop stuff off, to
Hmm.
talk to people while there, to help clean out, or just overhear absolute fucking rages going on in the kitchen. I was in like a fried chicken place in Chicago at one point, and the owner was screaming at one of the women there over the pans weren't being cleaned, and she's screaming back that you didn't get the good cleaning stuff because you're drinking all our money away. And I just walked in, and then I walked right back out. The
Dude,
chicken would have tasted amazing. I
yeah,
know this, but it
that
would.
right there, that right there definitely sounds real as hell.
Yeah. Like,
I
and
mean, so many places are going to be like, the owner or manager is upset that things aren't done right, and the reason they aren't being done right is because they're not giving people the proper tools. Yep, sounds right to me.
You told this fucking story of the you have to fucking buy your own supplies. Like fuck that shit.
But, just to expand on that, we haven't received any new shipments of steel wool in about 2 months now.
Oh, that's actually a point in one of the episodes. The original manager of it was the main guy's brother. He eventually kills himself, and he gives it in his will, like, you can have this this thing. So he comes over and tries to manage it, and there's a point where he's like, "What's all these receipts for like Walmart and shit?" And like, he wasn't buying any napkins. He stopped paying them. And when I asked about it, he was like, "What's the point? What's the point of getting new ones? They'll just run out anyway." Like, like I said, that's like, you'd probably recognize a lot of the familiar vibes going on in the kitchen.
Absolutely, and just to add to that note, I'm pretty sure when I go back to work on Monday, I think I'm gonna hit Walmart on the way to work because we're probably going to need more steel wool.
Oh boy.
And I have to be the guy that buys it.
Very professional.
Mm.
Do you at least have a
Isn't?
Do you at least have a decent a decent health inspector rating? It's not C, is it?
I don't know. How would I know that? I'm not a manager.
Because you have to put it on the front of your window when you walk into work.
I don't
This
walk
is our.
in
This is our. This is
walk
our.
in the front of the place. I walk into the back.
Yeah, but
This is our
see,
health inspections rating.
I'll check next week.
yeah, if it's a D, fucking you shouldn't have eaten that ice cream. You now have many parasites living inside you.
I don't think it's that bad, but we'll see.
In reality, like, everyone wants an A, because of course you want a fucking A if I'm the health inspector. But in reality, a lot of places I've eaten in were B's, and that was like mostly to do with like paint, or maybe like paint starting to fade, and like maybe people were wiping their hands on their aprons, which is not what you fucking do. You do not wipe your hands.
Wash
on
your
apron.
hands, damn it.
Yep, hands. That's a thing. In
People are saying that Egghead needs to be turned up a little bit.
oh,
Can you hear me now?
I can raise everyone up, but Egghead, you might need to do that yourself.
I'm turning up my gain.
Yeah. I raised everyone a
Mic
little
check
bit
1
higher.
2. Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me now?
And I'll lower myself down to equal it out a bit. There we go.
Look at me now.
Yeah, can you... Well, chat, is that good or bad? While we're waiting,
Can you hear me now?
I will shill. And I hope you all prepare for the greatest shill of your life, which is not
Oh,
gonna
damn.
happen. It's not gonna happen here, but it will happen at some point in your life, and you better be ready for it. Now,
All the shilling.
that's a great way of getting off with a half-ass, you know. Just
P,
remember,
those guys can chill.
yeah. Oh God, you won't know what shill is until you've seen these guys shill. So we have ourselves a stream goal. Anything given, greatly appreciated. Krendar will get a cut as he is on screen, as is the ancient rules and byway stipulations of common law wifery. We also are, without a shadow of the doubt, very happy to say, like, share, and subscribe, motherfuckers. And finally, if you are so inclined, do check out the links down below. Our guests are down there. Krendar is down there. I'm down there. And if you join over on Twitch, where I do most of my gaming, except for the trucking, because I'm a man of habit, don't forget to subscribe, and then join the Discord, and then you can join our watch party, which is on the 30th. That's over on the that's a gay community, but it's great. We get to be snobby about things.
Don't look at all the lucky charms down there in the doobly-doo.
Doobly-doo.
Motherfucker, you don't get to make fun of stereotypes unless you have a giant Speedy Adams 10-gallon hat on your head, okay? Get your fucking cowboy... Oh shit, he's calling me out on his on my bluff. He's calling me out on my bluff.
Bet. You said Speedy Adams 10-gallon hat. Bet.
Fuck it. That's not a
You're
10-gallon
doing,
hat. That's
motherfucker.
not a 10-gallon hat.
I don't give a fuck. It's 10. It's my hat.
That's 7 at best.
Oh, fuck off.
It's as many gallons as Egghead says it is.
It's all the.
He's the only cowboy here. He is the survivor of the massacre at Canyon Trail.
God damn it.
That hat is as many gallons as it needs to be.
Fucking Oceania, Big Brother, the party loves you 10-gallon hat stand over here.
I got all the gallons.
Let's get into some content while we're waiting for her ladyship to show up.
Indeed. By the way, before you start playing the video there, do you have that up for everybody?
No,
Or-
I will bring it up now.
Because there's something very amusing I've noticed about it before we start watching it.
Sure. Make sure that it is indeed. Yes, that's good.
Oh, I'm getting some echo back now, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's from you there, Egg.
Oh. Better or worse? I don't know.
Testing. Testing. Yeah, okay, it's gone.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Nope,
it's not?
there it is. It's just more delayed than I thought.
That's weird.
Hmm. Are your speakers on as well as your headset somehow?
I got my everything's like the
which
speakers
is
are
why-
going to my earphones.
Yeah, which is why I'm a little
Here.
confused.
Voice, image, input device, my microphone, output device, my headphones.
Okay.
That's weird.
It seems to be good now, I think.
No, I can
Nope,
still
there it is
hear
again.
Yeah.
The fuck, is that coming from you, Lev?
How? I've only got this one.
I don't know.
This one
It ain't me.
outposting. And I'm
I don't
looking-
hear nothing.
I've got my mixer up here, and I can see it's all just my audio. Well, I'll turn overlay off, but that wasn't making any noise at all. I think someone's
Strange.
mic is so good that it's picking up someone's audio, and it probably is Egghead because I'm not seeing anyone else. You would have noticed.
Maybe-
Speaking shit.
Here's a tweak to try. I know you had to turn up your gain a little bit earlier. Maybe turn it down just a teeny bit, like this. Like maybe the amount that you turned it up by, turn it back down by maybe about a third of that. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, because I raised you up, so that might be okay.
Might have been that might have been a bit of a yeah.
Why do we have technical difficulties?
Yeah, this video you're gonna do. Though, I noticed something very strange about the account that's posting it.
Let's hear it anyway. What's so strange about it?
Okay. Well, do you have it displayed up for the stream now?
I do indeed.
So, if you see on the right, relevant people is the account that we're looking at right now, right? I don't know if this is
Dugong's Dream Girl.
Yeah, I don't know if this is
No young dream girl. Me in heaven.
I don't know if this is because they're just a strange person, or maybe if we're having weird translation issues. But it says "me in heaven, what cloud mark on? God get out." And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
It's
With the
I-
thinking
it's,
mode.
it's,
On top of the
it's
the
Korean.
posting on top of it is women are my favorite guy.
Yeah.
What?
No,
What?
that's a part of the actual song. But
Okay.
like
Part of the
well,
side seemed weird, and I was wondering if that was maybe a mistranslation or something.
I think it is like translated directly from the Korean into the English. Me in heaven, what cloud mark on? Get out, God, get out.
Yeah, so it's like Google Translate or something, not getting it quite right.
Yeah, like translations can be tricky. Not every language works on the same principles as the Romance languages
like
or
you
Germanic.
can't just do a literal word for word translation because there's grammar differences in context stuff going on.
Right. Except for English, which tends to actually work pretty well in reverse because we're such a literal language that we were actually really lucky that English became the lingua franca of the bulk of humanity because just for like the day-to-day franca and diploma, if I remember right. I forget the trade one. But like English works because it's such a dumb language, and it also takes in a bunch of different words that it can just work whenever you need it to. It's so basic it can work.
True.
Like imagine if Japanese
Oh,
became the language. Like we'd have 20 different meanings
That'd be a
for.
nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, even worse. Either version of Chinese, like Mandarin or Cantonese, like Imagine having 5 different words that are spelled the same, and the only way you can tell the difference is by how you, like the inflection you put on the words.
Or the social
my
setting
God.
where you say them in. Japanese is like that too.
What a nightmare.
No.
Also, is it just me, or is it ironic that English is the lingua franca?
Yeah, that's a little reference to the land.
Oh my God. What the
You know what's
fuck?
great?
Ladies and gentlemen, my childhood.
The greatest thing about all that is, while the grammar was so bad, it actually all made sense.
Right? Like, what's more, that's an earworm song. You're gonna be humming this for a few days afterwards. Everybody
Oh my God.
movement. All of the dream.
Christ.
Like, everyone's been deconstructing the video. Like, look at her face earlier when she's doing this. Like, look at that. What the fuck
What
is
in
that?
the world
Is she having a
doing?
stroke?
I don't know what to do with my face, so I'm gonna make these random faces.
It's like her nose and mouth, like her muzzle area is like a totally different shade of color than the rest of her face.
Right? It's almost like an AI image in real time.
Because see, when she's facing forward camera, it's not overhead camera. She looks normal, but when she's like looking up camera, that's when the color mismatch happens.
Yeah.
You need one of my giant text bars to have like something like blue volume 1, the best collection, and that's her CD.
Yeah.
You'd see it on the shelves here at like fucking in the European section of like golden discs. Like 2005.
I think
Oh my
this
God.
lyric on the screen is the summary for the entire video. How does it mean?
How does it mean? How does it mean?
What does it mean? How does it mean?
Right? Although this is actually a good, this is actually a good transition into the other thing I was gonna say, because you pointed out that I've played approximately half an hour of Baldur's Gate 3 now, and this reminds me of one of the character options actually, where her face was like the 2 different colors there. What do you remember the name of what's the name of the thing where some African people have the thing where they have splotches of pale skin on their face?
Oh, Vigilino or whatever.
Yeah. You can give your character that in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, that's cool.
There's even a slider for how much they have it.
That's a good touch. I've actually met a white person who had something the white equivalent, which is just a giant birthmark, basically. It looked like it basically looked like a giant pool of blood on the side of their face. They were very nice.
Ooh.
They were pale as fuck. Imagine the world's biggest freckle.
So this person was clearly a necromancer, is what you're telling me.
Clearly Irish too.
An iromancer.
Iromancer, summoning up the ghosts of last night's Guinness.
The Iromancer can summon both a Guinness and a Banshee.
Or that giant otter that Extra Mythology made a video of about the fucking lake right over there. Like, that's the lake. The next town up has Loch Allen. That's the lake where that happened in. I had no idea it happened until I watched a video from Extra Mythology on it. I'm like, I've been living here for nearly 10 years. I did not know that. So I said so in the chat, and someone responded, "Hey, I'm from the next town over from there." And I'm like, "Hey, the internet's tiny. What the fuck?"
It's a small world after all.
Oh, when I went there for the first time, when we did the tunnel of like whatever the tunnel of country is, like a small world. I was adamant to find Ireland, and Ireland gets all of like 3 seconds. And it's just like little leprechauns singing it, and we're like, now looking back at it, wow, that's racist as shit. It's a small world after all, don't drink the water. Right, so we don't need to get into Trump yet, but I think that notification I just got was probably from Mel, so I'm going to go and check that out.
If you're talking about Discord, then yes, I just checked it.
Oh,
Mel
yeah.
just updated us that she's still on the way.
Sent you a message on Twitter. Fair enough. I'm not going to read it on stream, am I? Do you have any idea how filthy some of my DMs are?
Extremely filthy, you filthy person, you.
Which is why we want to see them.
Publicly, afterwards, you might slunk in and go like, so who's it from?
I don't want to know what goes on between you and your damn
harem.
Irish, in your damn harem, you damn Irish love boy.
Really? Because Ryby's one of them.
Oh, damn. I walked right into that one.
Maybe he's changed his mind then.
Nah,
shit.
Nah. Though she is on TikTok now. She's doing the Sleepy Alien 420. Go and follow. She does like not lip syncing, it's karaoke basically, where she sings
her own version of cover songs of various songs.
Yeah. She's still got a decent voice. Which is weird because her normal voice is so fucking high pitched. I was playing Warcraft 2 and the Goblin Zeppelin flyer is basically Ryby's voice.
Oh my god.
I can see my house from here.
Goblin here! Hi, Ryby.
Well, she is a goblin, let's be honest.
She is such a goblin. But she's not the Goblin Queen, that's Casey Tron. Oh, hail the Goblin Queen, biggest tits you ever did see.
What is Ryby then? What is she then?
She's more like the herald. She's like the one with a big stick, and she's doing a little dance for the Goblin Queen. She's Wurzog, the Great Green Prophet. That's a Warhammer Fantasy guy. That's a total Warhammer 3 reference for you, motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
All right, let's get on with it. While we're waiting, have you seen the bear that isn't the bear, but also is a bear, but clearly isn't a bear?
Yes, I saw that stupid video. It's like, oh, look, this is totally a bear. Looks at it, it's like, no.
Zoo in China insists that its sun bear are not people in costumes.
A zoo in eastern China is trying to reassure visitors their sun bears are not people dressed in costumes. Rumours and conspiracy theories have been swirling on social media after a viral video of a sun bear standing...
It's literally giving directions. Come on.
on its hind legs, looking uncommonly human.
When you go past the Arby's, you know you went too far.
And appearing to wave at the crowd. Its fur appears loose and wrinkled in places, almost like an ill-fitting bear suit. Sun bears are the world's smallest bear species, and the zoo insists people just don't understand their behaviour.
Let that smug grin at the end of it. I personally think that it's not a suit originally, but when they start running out of money, they'll probably then get a guy in a suit.
Probably.
Oh, did you see that there's this guy who's obsessed online that all gorillas are fake?
Oh, God.
Yep, he doesn't believe that gorillas are real because he's never seen one in real life because he's never been to a zoo. So, and he looks at like footage of gorillas and like clearly this is a guy, and I'll actually bring up the video, fuck it, he's on YouTube. Because YouTube, it's full of the best people.
Fucking YouTube.
Gorillas.
Indeed. Also, that story was funny for me because I misheard that. Like, afterwards I realized it was talking about a type of bear called a sun bear, but at first I thought they said some bears. I'm like, are you calling yourselves out? Hey guys, some of our bears aren't people in costumes.
Everybody knew about gorillas and how gorillas are not a real animal. It's just humans in fursuits. And it's a big lie that's been orchestrated to make
Pause for a second.
They sold out to Big Ape.
When it comes to people like this, like, I always want to know, like, even if you truly believe this is, like, a thing, do they never stop and ask themselves, like...
Why?
Why would people do this? Who benefits from this? What's the point?
Yeah.
If
A lot of
you're
people,
faking
a lot of people think that who believe that the world are flat, honestly believe it's so people will spend more on airplane tickets.
It's also hilarious. Like the same, like it wouldn't surprise me. This same moron trying to like pull a freaking test. Like go to the fucking jungle and wherever the hell these apes are at. Go see if they're actually there or not, and they'll probably be there.
Speaking of the flat Earth thing, I saw a thing the other day where it was like a picture of the solar system, every planet looking like a normal sphere except for Earth, which was like
is
a little
flat
square.
There's so many
Oh my
different
God.
arguments for flat Earth. Some actually believe that Earth was made by the Lord, so it's built perfectly for us.
You're just a monkey, and they use the great apes to push evolution and to just get that idea in people's mind that, oh, we came from monkeys. And so the way they do it is they put people in...
You know a great counter to this guy, by the way, would be like, you think that it's just gorillas that are fake? Have you ever even seen a dog?
Fursuits.
Have you ever seen a cat?
Monkey actors act like humans.
Rats controlling French chefs? Impossible.
And it really is it's like a magician's trick.
Don't you know that cats are really just a human fetus in a cat suit?
Oh God.
You don't think that humans are real, do you?
You have to do is
You've ever seen one?
question it.
Have you ever seen yourself? You're not real.
Just even having the idea of, is this gorilla actually a real animal?
That's a great way to make someone have their first existential moment. I am real.
No, right?
They're just looking at their hand, like, oh, it's like the music from 2001: Space Odyssey kicks in.
How do you know you're real?
I'm not real. And nothing else is real. I am everything.
That's solipsism. That's literally, you just described solipsism.
Put a suit. Just
I am nothing and everything.
Makes the suits look worse.
Funny thing with
They
solipsism, I don't remember if I ever mentioned this one before. If I did, it was a long time ago. There was an RPG I played that had an ability called shit, I forget exactly what it was called, but it was like self-sustaining solipsism or something like that. And the idea was, if you get hit by an attack that your character was completely unaware of, it doesn't affect you.
Nice.
Because you didn't see it happen.
If I don't see it, it's not illegal.
I guess another way to put it is, when you really believe in it, it looks better. When you believe the lie and you go into it thinking, oh, this is real, everything looks better. That's just how the human mind works.
What?
But there's actual fucking videos
on
YouTube.
We have apes because we need to cope.
I want you to explain the fucking videos online of actual apes giving birth to other apes.
I've held the hand of a fucking chimp baby in school. They brought one in. It was so scared of all these strange people.
That's adorable.
It was absolutely adorable.
Can we rewind like 10 seconds?
Boop.
When you believe the lie and you go into it thinking, oh, this is real, everything looks better. That's just how the human mind works.
That's where we were.
So this is making us feel better by making us believe a lie. Just any lie at all, believing it makes us feel better in general, is what he's saying.
Well, he's a Christian, so the answer is yes.
Irony.
Hold on, how many of these people that don't believe in the existence of various different kinds of animals are Christians?
A lot. I remember before Non Sequitur went off the deep end, I remember they had on a guy they debated, and it was he believed that all mountains were actual dragon bones.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Oh, Mel!
Hey! Mel's struggling to get in after 14 Discord updates.
Yeah.
But you remember, okay, this goes in a circle. Gorillas are not real. And who was it that thought his bush was the Green Man? Gorilla.
Oh.
99 or whatever the fuck. He's not real.
199.
Hey,
welcome back, Mel.
Is funky. I'm trying to get my stuff together. I appreciate your patience with my
No
delay.
problem. Can you hear us all properly?
Do what?
Can you hear us okay?
Oh, I can hear you. Okay, yes.
Okay, good. Sorry I missed you last time you were on, by the way. I was out of town.
It's all right.
We had
Discord
fun.
crap in the bed. Discord be crap in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. Sorry. But it's cool. I'm here now. It's been a journey.
It has. Wow.
Literally, you went places.
I did.
And so
Went
did
on
her
an
computer,
adventure.
apparently.
We're going on an adventure.
It's all right. I'm dressed for adventure. We're covered.
Yeah. He's got a pit hat. Way to provoke imperialism there, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh.
Sig Heil.
Okay, that's
I mean,
not
no.
imperialism, that's something else.
Yeah.
It is imperialism, but it's like the worst of the worst imperialism. So don't
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Mm.
Oh no. Oh no.
You could have picked any
Oh, no.
response, and you picked the Nazi response. Minnie Mance is right about us. We're a bunch of fascists.
No. We wouldn't know that. That's not us. That's Ruby.
Oh.
No, that's what Minnie Manson said. I said the last time Ruby was on as a test to see if Minnie was going to be on, and then in the comments you'll see like, I am never coming on with these unprofessional fascist racists.
Oh my god.
What did we do? I didn't say or do
goodness.
anything racist and maybe a little bit fascist, but I mean, obviously you want to make the trains run on time. I'm autistic. I like my trains.
I like trains.
Yeah.
Did you see the? I don't know if y'all saw this. Did you see the I Like Turtles guy? They found him again at a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
As an
For
adult,
the
Yeah.
movie, right?
As an adult.
Not even
Yeah.
that. Not even
he
that.
did it again. He did it again.
He did all of it again. He went to the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie with zombie face paint on.
Hmm.
And they recreated it.
Yes.
Have you noticed
Funny.
that a lot of the memes are
beautiful.
getting recreated these days? The guy looking over his shoulder while his girlfriend's shocked at the because he's looking at the other
Mhm.
girl. They recreated that like 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna need the new Manima guy to come back and do the Maya.
Oh my gosh.
You want to feel?
Maya.
I wonder how long ago that South Park episode where they were having the theoretical dollars with the first generation YouTubers on. One day it'll make money, but not today. Wow, we are old.
Hey! All I know is that if they're recreating memes, they need to do the whole. They need to make chocolate rain.
No,
Oh my gosh.
we need Long Cat back because we need a long cat in our lives. Okay? Or Ike has Cheeseburger Cat.
Or how about this? All Long Johnson.
Or Long Johnson. Thanks to Krenda, that's always alive because he always brings it up.
Yes, once in a while. Actually,
I like
Kat,
it.
you will love this. There is a musician on YouTube who took that and made a song out of it. Look up Oolong Johnson, The Kiffness. That's the name of the YouTube channel. The Kiffness is amazing.
Oh
It's
my
such a good
God.
song. Also, I have a little something I had to share with you there, Lev. We need to
Okay.
show the peoples.
After Dancing Whales.
Wow,
Yes.
Oh my god. That was so cool. Did you get that? Please tell me
I
you got that.
got it
That
on
was
video.
So cool.
Another
oh my
one.
God, another
Rare synchronized jump.
That was so cool.
Whales are just
I've
vibing.
seen thousands of whales. Never ever have I seen a triple synchronized breach.
It's one of those things that you could tell the
Whales all
story and
the
nobody's
way
really
across the sky.
What is it? When I was in Tenerife, we took a boat out on a tour, and we got to see a whale and her calf breaching, which was really nice. They were very far away. We weren't legally allowed to get too close to them, and my phone could only zoom in so much, so you could just make out this tiny little blip as it goes over the horizon. But
Oh
oh
my
my!
goodness.
Even the scale of it from that distance, you knew that if you were up close, even the baby would just be astronomically huge. Like it just. It was great though. I've always wanted to.
Nice.
I honestly want to go to Alaska just to go on whale watching tours. The only reason I want to go up to Alaska. That and maybe see Russia from my window.
Just don't go in the winter. Go in the summer.
When is it not winter?
because-
It's.
I mean,
it's Alaska.
I
They
think
have
I
a
think-
short window. They do actually have a proper, summer. They do have one. It's just
Now
a
more
very,
than
very
ever.
short window. Yeah, for real. Golly.
Disney remakes, original cartoon, live action remake. Ariel, Tinkerbell, Ape. Go on, Disney! I dare you to make a movie about a black man living in the jungle but raised by apes. That's not where my mind would have gone. I would have had
Yeah.
the apes be played by black people.
Oh.
Right? I thought they were like, have the balls, have the fucking balls to do it.
Either way, I dare you, Disney.
When I make it crazy, make Tarzan like a fucking Chinese. Let's go balls deep with the insanity.
It's TAR''ZAN. Of the
He's just blazing in the jungle. That's all.
of the Zan dynasty.
Ooh.
Oddly enough, does surprisingly poorly in China.
Or does poorly everywhere except for China, which loved it. One or the other.
Yeah. All right. So, let's see. TikTokers are now doing abduction pranks. Oh, this was from
Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Trigger warning if any of you's ever had a bad time. Because I remember watching a little bit of this and it gets a bit loud. And it gets a little bit scary. But it's just a prank, bro.
Put it in there.
No!
Put it in there.
No!
Come on, give me the groceries.
I am not going to! Because I'm fixing to call the police.
No, just put the groceries.
Help! Come help
No,
me
no, no,
now!
no.
Oh, come here, hurry!
I'm gonna get the groceries.
Someone's going to jail.
Good.
Even if you're fucking it, that's still a crime.
Yep.
Right?
Discord, a fucking TikToker's kind of playing the fuck around and find out game.
Right? A lot of them don't have any comprehension. Look at that speed, dude. He just lost his fucking eye over one of his fucking videos. Like
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know. I think have y'all watched this show called Prank Panel?
No.
Never heard of it.
Okay, it's a fairly new thing. It's on Hulu. I don't know if you might have Hulu streaming, but it's got Eric Andre, Johnny Knoxville, and Gabourey Sidibe. No, it's funny. People go in and ask them to pull pranks on family members and friends, and it's like they go all out for these individuals. It's actually pretty hilarious. I didn't think I would enjoy it. It's not like the standard jackass Johnny Knoxville kind of prank.
Yeah.
It's
Fair
like
enough.
it's like movie quality film set stuff.
Interesting.
where-
That does
I
sound
think
kind of
when-
fun, actually.
I
One of my-
respect the detail, I suppose.
I mean, one of my favorite ones is there's this mom who wants to prank her son, but her son doesn't necessarily deserve the level of prank that she's trying to do. He's terrified of clowns, and she's trying to, pull a prank on him where he's, like upset about clowns. So what they do is
what a
they end
bitch.
up
Wow.
doing reverse prank. They double crossed her. So
Oh,
they
my
made her
God.
the mark instead of him. And it's
Nice.
hilarious. She buys
on them
in
for-
all the way. But
Good on them
God.
for judging that and reversing it on her.
I know, it was so funny. It's the son ends up, they film it like the day before. And the son, he ends up getting scared by the clown, just like, the mom thought. Well, he ends up shoving him out of a hotel window, and she thinks her son has killed a clown. So it's like a proper prank on her, and she just hook,
Nice.
line, and sinker. It was hilarious.
She deserved it.
Wow.
She
Beautiful.
did. She's a little person. And what they did was they were trying to, set up a portion of it to where whenever it looked like that the clown was flying out the window, he would land on the top of their truck. So they took her in and had her put on clown makeup and dressed her up like a clown.
Oh my goodness.
So when they go back upstairs to the hotel room where all this stuff, and there's other stuff that happens, is brilliant. She's like running through the hallway in clown gear. She had to take her clown shoes off because they were too hard to run in.
You probably need training for that.
Yeah, I mean, clown college is a real thing. But when you said like being afraid of clowns, all I thought was that episode of Rick and Mandy up on screen right now, where they're trying to stop Rick and Mandy. Jesus, there's me brain doing brain stuff. But Billy and Mandy. And Billy is terrified of clowns, so they dress Grim up as a clown, and he gets so angry at Billy. Yeah, stop being afraid of clowns! And he's just shaking him over and over again, and just the idea of it is just fucking hilarious. And he goes into it, he basically has a mental breakdown and goes into his head, and instead of a spirit animal, he talks to his spirit frat boy.
My god!
Who's like, hey, you should be he's got a paddle and he's like from the Delta Phi or whatever. He's like, hey man, you shouldn't be afraid of clowns. You should be angry at them. Why are they so different? What, your way isn't good enough for them? Do you think you're better than me? You want to try me, bro? And he just starts beating the living shit out of Grim.
I hate clowns anyway. And it's
I'm not scared of clowns. I'm just they're obnoxious. Like clowns are.
Yeah, they're assholes. They're not good friends. They shove their friends in tiny cars. They shoot them out of cannons. They hit them with bats.
Yeah.
I'm like,
they're terrible at pocket management. There's always more fucking tangled shit coming out of their pockets. Like, dude, get yourself a little knapsack or something. Get yourself a backpack. Like, ask yourself, do you need that many Kleenexes in your pocket?
Yes.
You know.
Clearly, they do.
oh my gosh, they had one. This guy.
Whoa, you cut out there. Hello.
Jamie?
Hello.
That they left
There
him
we go.
there, and that the house was haunted. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Okay. So they convinced him that the house was haunted. So he's like a little kid when this happens, and so they decide to prank the mom and the grandma, and the prank doesn't go the way that they think.
Oh wow.
Because grandma and mom are just completely unfazable. They just are like, they just do not give a fuck. This is awesome. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
I suppose we should get into the main story of the night, and probably one for the next few days. Let's talk about former president.
Oi!
So, it's happened again. He got indicted. This time, though, it's for the
Right.
big one. Yep.
It's three times.
Once, twice, 3 times, a potential fascist demagogue who fucked up because all fascists are inherently incompetent.
And yet people like him still.
He's got. I'll take him over DeSantis because he's so stupid. Like I'll have him win the nomination so he'll fail. Like DeSantis is stupid too, but DeSantis will have people lined up in death camps. Trump will want that because that's what he thinks will get him the next election, but he'll be too inept to make it happen.
All potential fascists are generally incompetent, but Trump is definitely the most incompetent one.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
God.
him and his little simpy boy, Nick Fuentes.
He's based and red-pilled. Oh, we have a video of Nick saying, well, I'll let him say it has to do with. Let's say it has to do with sex.
Oh, I saw this earlier today.
I love his.
I did not.
And that's why I'm keeping it vague. Until then, his daddy first. Donald Trump pleads not guilty. Actually, we'll let the AI speak for us, for we are living in AI world.
Oi.
You're not Jewish, you can't use that word. I am kind of Jewish, so I can use that word. Oi.
Oy vey.
Why is it not playing?
No.
Why?
Because Bubba Luggins didn't give him the pennies. Oh God, I'm going to hell.
I feel like the statement
Maybe
we're
Mini
living
Manus
in
was right about us.
is just a statement of something right now.
I'll read it then. But Donald Trump pleads not guilty to charges of January 6th riot in bid to overturn election results. In court, the former U.S. president wore a suit and red tie. He did not appear to show much emotion, was not angry or upset, according to witnesses who were there. Persecution is a political opponent.
This is a very sad day for America, and it was also
not by a
very sad
helicopter. I
driving
can't
through
hear him.
Washington D.C. and seeing the filth
It's a
and
sad
the
day for
decay
America.
and all of the broken buildings and walls and the graffiti.
What?
Jesus Christ.
That's what you're opening with, huh? Walls in
Awesome
particular.
graffiti.
You know, I know a wall that was never finished. That's kind of broken. Want to go down and have a look at it
Oh.
there?
And
This is not
So,
Mexico
the
didn't
place
pay
that I
for it.
left. It's a very sad thing to see it.
and the
When
parts
you
that they
look
did
at
build are
what's happened-
easily overcome, which is
oh,
hilarious.
there's compilation videos now of just Mexicans climbing over it. They don't even want to enter America. They're doing it just
Oh,
to
yeah.
fuck them. They hop over, they piss on the American side, and they hop back over.
This is a persecution of a political opponent. This was never supposed to happen in America.
This was not supposed to happen. Bannon told me this wouldn't happen.
Persecution of the person that's
How many
leading by very,
cheeseburgers do
very
you think could fit in
substantial
his
numbers
mouth?
in the
4.
He used to call it cheeseburgers.
I'm
A
gonna say
burger. He spelt it
He
wrong.
has
Burger.
cheeseburger.
how many completely
Cheeseburger.
completely well done steaks do you think he can get into his mouth with
Who
ketchup
knows?
on it?
That man don't eat well done steak. He orders McDonald's and delivers it.
No, whenever he
Eats
does
at the
eat
White
steak,
House.
he always eats it well done, which is like, why not just get a fucking burger? Oh, you did. It's called a Big Mac.
The burger.
He loves Mexican food. There's a Mexican restaurant in my building.
As far as he
Chicken
sees
boya.
it, a steak is just a larger deconstructed burger.
Without any bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the deconstructed part. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
He also isn't he obsessed with I'm okay with him like wanting like almost like kid stuff. Like he likes Diet Coke, but because he has to keep the weight down because he's the healthiest president
Kids
who ever
don't
existed.
He's the healthiest president, even though he looks really, really bad.
Who's worse with their shirt
Oh my
off?
God.
Him, Elon, or Jared?
Oh
Ooh.
God!
Oh.
That's
That's a good question.
that's a cursed rotation, blunt rotation
Elon,
right there.
Elon,
Jared.
Elon has a
Jared-
Groot body, is what I was gonna say. He's not, I mean,
Kinda
you know, like the
does.
like the what's the dude that ran the Minions? That guy.
Yeah,
Gru
Gru.
Gru,
Yeah, he's
Gru.
got a Gru body. Yeah, Elon
Ja-
does. He looks like big old like, and then it just like, you know, if you've ever seen those images of him where he's like on a yacht,
Mm.
he has a Gru body.
We are going to take over the moon.
Oh,
I
did
actually
you?
have Minions. I do have images of Minions in my chemistry lab.
I was gonna
because-
say, I honestly thought you want to take that to a very different location. Like I've got minions, I've got images of minions doing very erotic stuff to each other. And I was like,
Yeah, no.
respect that you're open about your fetishes, but I have lost a bit of respect for you at the same time.
But make sure that they're doing it with
Organic.
No,
Whoa,
there's a
Brendar's
good
making a
reason.
difference.
Do you want to know the reason?
Uh-oh.
God!
Because they wear the appropriate PPE. They always have on the goggles. They always have the closed-toed
true.
shoes. They have the gloves. They wear clothes that they don't care about.
Very
And I
responsible.
don't know. Yeah, even though their experiments don't work, they're still safety oriented,
Mhm.
just like my students.
The important thing is don't be afraid for your experiment to fail because that's how you learn. The important thing is to
Exactly.
survive it failing.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And if not, none of you have any real names, and so like you can easily be replaced.
I'm just gonna say this: Jared looks like fucking Robotnik with with his belly.
He does.
does.
He has a
Dr.
fucking
Robotnik.
tumor coming out of his stomach. Like he has a. Like he has.
And he is
this-
Jared Genesis after all, so he knows all about his Robotnik.
Ha.
or as he likes to call it, it's just bloating, bro.
Oh no, he's bulking. Yeah.
I'm bloating and bulking, bro.
Also, his fucking tiny nipples that are like just like little bullets.
If they were bullets, they would not be small.
Little Tic Tac mints.
He's invited by a lot. So if you can't beat him, you persecute him, or you.
If you can't beat him, you join him. No, if you can't beat him, you beat him because you're Trump and you're.
Prosecute him.
You
We can't
persecute
let
the
this
boyo.
happen in America. Thank you very much, everyone.
Oh, is he trying to say that the reason they're prosecuting him is because he's winning?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of course he is.
Everywhere.
He's in the Führer bunker right now, with, like Russian artillery shells landing around him, going, "We will march into Moscow." Like he's that level of delusion, you know. Like he's not winning, but at the same time, he's still the best that the Republicans have, which I find both hilarious and very scary. I love how he has his own umbrella, like his own branded umbrella.
I mean, here's what I find hilarious. So, if they do so let's say they throw the book at Trump, he'll die in prison.
Sure, but that's a
fact.
Like, yeah, because he's old, he's unwell, and he's probably has never experienced anything worse than maybe sitting in coach. You know, like he really would not be okay with it. But they're not going to do that. They'll probably fine him out the yin yang, and that will mean that he won't have the money to run for like a good election campaign. He won't get in, and that's it. He won't go for round 3. Rather, he'll start promoting a new person to take over. Maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene. Maybe that guy with the eye patch.
If somehow he does get into office next year, he won't be able to run again in 2028 because this will be his second term.
He'll try to overthrow it again because he tried to stage a coup. I honestly could see that there's so much infighting with the right that someone will try to take his life, and I'm not against this idea, but they better not fuck it up. You know, like don't half-ass that shit. Okay, like his Secret Service don't really probably like him, but you know they have a job to do and they're very professional trying to do it. Plus, he's got armies of literal legions who think that like fucking JFK was gonna come back in Dallas. You know?
Oh my god! I remember when all that shit was going on in whatever the place is called, Daley's place, down in like downtown area, where Kennedy was assassinated, and literally thousands of them were out there. And I'm just thinking to myself, I just drove by just like, Jesus Christ, these people are nuts. And what the best part was, it rained that day.
Yep.
And I did not see an umbrella worth any of them.
You know, I wonder at that point how many of them were just looking at each other going, when is it starting? As like the sun's setting. When is it starting?
It begins to rain.
Starting. Yeah.
It begins to rain. When is it starting? I don't like it.
It reminds me of that cult that went that misread the Bible and went out. They sold all their worldly possessions like the 1800s. Went out to the desert and waited for the rapture to happen. And then day 2 happened, and then day 3 happened.
Nothing happened.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I've been watching a TV show on how to be a cult leader on Netflix.
Yep.
Because I'm trying really hard to teach MAGA people science. So I thought maybe if I start my own cult, I can possibly educate them that way. But then,
that's what Jeff did with scientism. Like, that was his idea. That and tax evasion.
Oh my god.
That was in all fairness. I respected the grift.
Man, that's pretty funny. I did kind of related. I saw the Barbie movie, and when you guys were talking about the GOP fighting with one another, like that whole right wingers infighting. The Kens. I don't know if y'all actually saw the film. Oh my god.
I'm Knuff.
It's brilliant. I freaking loved that. I did not
on my
I did
Discord
not
right now.
realize I was gonna get on that, but I loved it. I thought it was great.
I watched Barbie Hammer, so I watched them back to back, and they are both very, very great films. I love how Ben Shapiro was complaining about that it was like go woke, go bro. Oh, it's the 8th best-selling film of all time.
Yeah, it was.
Oh God! I mean, he should be able to relate to the film because Kens don't have anything in their britches anyway.
True.
So you would think, you know,
I love
just a soft little rounded,
right?
You know,
that was that's a joke right at the end of the film. You know, I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet, but I did watch a review by hilariously none other than Shoe on Head.
Yeah, that review of her, she got the wrong messages out of that fucking film.
Man.
Did she, or was she just pretending the whole time? Like,
yeah,
she had like that smirk the whole time.
No. You see, she's what us Doms call a fucking bottom. Okay, she wanted to be one of the Barbies handing beers to the Kens, and you know what? I respect that because I would be like, wear a skimpier French maid outfit. But yeah, but here's the thing. She missed the fucking point, and then of course, well, watch her review because Vosh watched it in real time, and at the end of it, he's like, "Oh, she got me." So like, we can't watch Shoe videos ever again because she's better at this than I am.
She's a glorious troll and very funny though.
But like, there's it was a great film. It was a great film because there's so much to break down. I did not expect her to have Barbie to have an existential moment and meet God. That really happens in the fucking film.
It's hilarious because I actually did not enjoy. Yeah. I didn't enjoy playing with Barbies. I didn't know how to play with them. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with it? You look
up the skirts and giggle. That's what I remember for them. Of course, I was at that point in my life.
True.
I'm just proud of them for putting the Space Odyssey monolith scene.
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. I have to say, having a sister that was totally into Barbies, and I would have to play with her because I'm the older sister. And I often had to babysit, and then her friends would come over, and then we'd sit there, and I would try to play Barbies with them. I honestly did not know what to do with them. But it was all right. Nobody ever wanted to be Ken. Ken was just there.
Ken, how many times did I say it? He's superfluous. Like, he doesn't need to be there. He's an accessory that you can miss, like a handbag or a pair of shoes. Yep. You know? It's not about that. It's about you channeling who you want to be. And that's one of the themes of the movie. One of the themes of the movie is you figuring, like everyone figuring out, hey, I don't need to be this. I don't need to be that. I can be anything. You know, it's great, and that includes the Kens too. The Kens have to figure out they don't have to be bound to being basically the toadies, the accessories of the Barbies, because in that regard.
Yes.
That regard,
that's what Knuff meant, right?
Yep. Which he again kind of gets it wrong, but it's a good start. It's a good start. Like he understands that maybe I am Knuff. Well, what does that mean? Well, I hope they never do a sequel, but if they ever do, I hope that he figures that shit out. He's got a long journey too. They all do.
Coming in 2025, Ken.
You know that would sell fucking a fortune. Like, oh my god. Because every woman went in and was like, oh, Margot Robbie was great. Every guy goes in and goes like, oh, that film was a lot better. Everyone holds hands and go, Ryan Gosling was pretty fucking dope in that film.
I mean, he had the perfect Ken look, didn't he?
Right?
Yeah, he
did.
Like the part of the trailer where he's like, you know, a lot of people think that I'm a lifeguard. My job's not even that. It's just beach. And you beach so well.
And Alan. I loved Alan.
What is Alan? Alan is. Alan
All
is,
of NSYNC,
is Alan.
Alan's.
I haven't seen Barbie yet. I've only seen Oppenheimer, and
I loved Oppenheimer.
Excuse me.
And the recent the recent newest horror film called Talk to Me.
Okay, I haven't heard of Talk.
Which is Talk to Me is made by two YouTubers, old YouTubers by the name of Raka Raka, and they are Australian YouTubers, and they've been pretty good. They're actually pretty good at filmmaking, and this was actually pretty good. A standard horror film. It wasn't like, jump scares all every 24 seconds or whatever. It was like good tension was building up and everything. It had a pretty good premise, and I definitely recommend it.
Interesting. Although I do have to say, how dare you watch Oppenheimer without watching Barbie on the same day?
True.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man.
One ticket for Oppenheimer. You're so distorted, like you're going into, like you're so, the world has nukes now. One wrong move and we're gonna set the world on fire. And then you're going into this other fucking movie.
Barbie.
Total shift.
Except
right
they
there.
they both have existential moments of like just things bigger than themselves. They're a good pairing.
Too much, man. I left I've actually seen Oppenheimer twice now.
Oh.
I just love how they made the atom bomb scene.
Yeah, it was
I mean, they detonated a nuke, man. They did detonate a nuke.
I just love the fact that the main guy was the Peaky Blinders guy.
Yep.
Cillian Murphy's amazing. He did such a good job.
I have one criticism of the whole film, and I don't think that the Einstein sex scene was appropriate. Like, there wasn't nearly enough tongue for my liking, and you have to be a giver as well as a receiver, you know?
Einstein didn't have a sex scene, man. But he did enjoy the ladies, though. Did you know he had an arrangement with his wife, who was actually his cousin, his second wife?
He had a terrible marriage with his. I know he was a terrible husband. He would like just.
Mileva was his first wife, and she actually helped him crack relativity. And she doesn't get any credit for it, but she I read a book, a biography on him. He died in absolute agony. There was he had like a was it like a neurological issue near the end of his life, or cancer, and it was just it fucked up his nerve endings so badly that no painkiller could help him. And after he was dead, they took his brain out, and they measured it because they wanted to know. They asked his permission first before he died, like not on the deathbed, but near to his deathbed. Like, we need to find out how you knew what you knew. So can we look at your brain? He's like, I suppose. I'm not gonna be using it when I'm dead. So,
I mean, who is Einstein? Like, he's not gonna be like standing in the way of science, is he? No.
Well, he was devoutly Jewish, so he might have had some issues.
They didn't find anything exceptional about his.
No, it was ever so slightly heavier, if I remember right. Just the average, but nothing out of the ordinary. Just, it's just.
It was his imagination.
He was big into philosophy and poetry, if I remember right. Back in Geneva, he used to host lectures, walk-around lectures at coffee houses around Lake Geneva, back when he was a professor. Piece of shit guy, though, in a lot of ways. But a lot of them are. Like, Picasso, I was thinking about this last night. Picasso was a prick! Oh my god! He did so many horrible... You couldn't... like, if my daughter was to be like, oh wow, I'm gonna either become a junkie or marry Picasso, and I'm like, you'll have a longer life if you become a junkie. Honestly,
yeah,
like he like almost killed one of his wives because she was like, she mentioned, I think she had sex before he met her. Like, and yet this guy was not only an amazing artist, he was really cool when it came to politics too. But
and then you consider Gauguin, who was a pedophile. And it's like the whole ethical question of even looking at his work because he was abusing children. So it's like.
What's his name? John Lennon was a wife beater. You know, like.
He wasn't very nice. He wasn't really a nice person.
A lot of these people, and yet, if I was in charge of a film school, one of the required watchings would be Kevin Spacey. I think he's a sack of shit. Hell of an actor. Yeah. Hell of an actor.
You know what? Let's just go beyond that. person who's an amazing person and absolutely super talented and extremely underrated, Kevin Smith. Amazing human being.
Really? You've never mentioned this guy before. Please describe him to us.
He's underrated. I think he's selling his house in Hollywood, actually, and I know his mom's been real sick. I'm wondering if he's moving back to Jersey to stay with her. I don't know what's going on with that, but his house was cool.
Has he got any projects going on right now? Do you know?
He's got his own movie theater. It's under the Smod Castle name, and what he does is he shows screenings there, and then he brings in people who were related to the film. So like they did the Never Ending Story recently, and they had the lady who played the Empress who needed a new name in there, and like an original Falcor piece and stuff like that. So it's like doing an immersive theater experience with him, and anybody who wants to go and hear people talk about movies while they're watching it. It's pretty cool.
Mel, do you know that Egghead here is an actual actor?
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Why don't you describe some of your works there, Egghead? While I actually get some footage. Well, this is an old story about Taylor Swift, anyway.
Fucking dare! Don't you even dare! God damn you!
When Brad, would you prefer when we have you on with Brad Jones? Do you want him to say? Oh, he's already seen it, and he loved your work.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Canon trailer.
Canyon.
Okay, so fine. Okay, so my dad when he was alive, him and his brother and my grandfather made quote unquote family westerns, and they are bad.
But in a fun way.
Bad. I don't know.
They're not.
You can't even find the right movie. You can't even find
I can't.
it.
Yes, send the fucking link. Go on. Oh, I'd be very proud of it. Maybe not the choice of name that you got.
Let me see if I can look it up. Let me just.
The name that you got was not the most flattering, but.
I hate you. I hate you.
He was a very young egghead. Had a very, very, very cool name of Speedy Adams.
I hate you.
Adams? Was that like the Warner Brothers character Speedy Gonzalez?
I don't know. I was young. I was stupid.
You needed the money.
Yeah, 12-year-old me needed the money. 12-year-old me needed the money.
You needed dinner. They're like, you better do this or you're not gonna have dinner tonight. Like, was it like that?
You wanted to go to the arcade. The only way you're getting your allowance.
Arcade, Dad.
So I found the quote unquote trailer, a 3-minute 15 trailer of Canyon Trail.
Post it up. I'll share with the class.
No.
Own it. Lean in on it.
Thank God I wasn't in this fucking movie though.
It was. Yes. We just
scroll up. Scroll up, man. Yeah, there it is.
Boop. Like I passed by it and I was like, no, that's too high quality.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy looking.
That's the one. Those are the ones that my dad fucking.
I remember one that looks like something from like an 80s film or something.
Buck Taylor. Boy, that's a name.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, my dad also made commercials in the 70s and 80s.
I was mixing them up, yeah.
Alright, let me look those up real quick.
I like the title screen though. It's a nice font.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Canyon Trail.
It gives me Oregon Trail vibes, you know.
I know. I was gonna ask if they died of dysentery.
I've fallen down and hurt my leg.
Hey Mel, have you ever played Oregon Trail?
I have. I played it when I was really little, and that was our computer time.
Back in the 80s/90s, my dad and uncle and grandpa also they owned a mercantile store called Simpson's Mercantile, and they would make commercials for him.
Okay.
I just gave y'all the link to the commercials and the
movie first and commercial. We need to go back further and further. But yeah, like These are genuinely good. I mean, they have the same quality as like a Christian fundamentalist film, but
That looks like the set for
Only one
Universal
thin dime,
Studios
yes sir,
California.
one thin dime. That's all it's going to take to see the
Like the little
huge
Western
man-eating
set
plant.
that they got.
If I thought you were back talking me, I would give you another lick with my skillet.
Domestic abuse is fun.
I hate it. This is the worst out of all of them. This was the worst out of all.
That's a better green screen than I have.
Went this fast before.
You know, there's a path that leads down into a canyon. You can't miss it. Hardly anybody goes down there.
You got
Is it the
Saves your
canyon
whole
from-
day.
Overhead shot.
You know, horses are just men.
I hate it.
Pow pow.
Jumpy on them. God damn.
You all are trash. My ma sent help and be after me.
Lane.
I like they
His
put a little
partner's
dirt
in.
or a bruise on her chin there.
Get all ready.
I like her boots.
We'll walk right into the prettiest party
Those are some nice
you ever
boots.
seen.
Hold it right there. United States Marshal Trevor Cooper, put your hands up.
Who has had
I had him in my sights. You should have let me kill him.
I told you no. The boss will be here tomorrow. They'll be
Ay,
dead soon. now.
Chihuahua.
I ain't never seen a gang.
Blocking the shot, man.
Burning out ranches, like I said, all over the place.
Just one dose of this marvelous elixir every morning keeps their system so lubricated that they're afraid to sneeze. That's why for the last 150
Ew.
years, the chiefs of the Kickapoo Edges,
What the? Why does he have like a jacket so fallen apart, but he looks 17? You know?
I don't know.
Like that, but also check out the subtitle: "The Cake, the Food, Jesus."
Take the food, Jesus.
Was
What
this
type of food?
translated
The
from
cake
Korean?
food.
All of the dream.
the hell instead of bugs.
Everybody movement.
They're entirely too close.
We got
I feel like they need to be dirtied up a bit more, you know? It's like they've been
Even-
well showered.
Yeah, look,
Even
look
the-
how white those shirts are.
was-
They've been out cowboying all day, you know? They need
Even the tattered suit was tattered but clean.
Yeah, it just came out of the dryer.
Ay, Chihuahua.
Almost like it was from some
Look
sort
at
of
that
costume
fringe.
department.
That is
Right.
perfect fringe.
Hell yeah. Come to
I hate it.
beautiful Green Acres. You know?
I hate it.
That looks like the Murdaugh house.
A news flash from the Green Acres here.
Yeah.
God almighty.
Uh-oh.
News
What
at
have you two
Cowboy
been up to
11.
now?
Ooh, I've seen this porno.
Now?
News from
I
the
like
young
that.
lady
Where are
ranch.
you going?
It looks like
Word
they went
is
to
there's gonna be a
Target to
big-
get the clothes, man. Target has clothes like that like all the time.
Well, go into the Spirit Halloween. Can we have 20 cowboy outfits, please?
Big gunfight. Thought I might get up here for a good look. Well,
Very
You
brave
boys
of
be
you to do
careful.
Dutch angles. You know?
See.
Oh no, all these squibs are firing everywhere.
Gotta
This-
relax down.
I don't know why the quality of the damn movies went down so terribly over the years. They got lazy. They
Everybody's
got
taking
lazy.
cover during this gunfight, except for that one lady who's just standing in the open and not even trying to move.
Got fucking lazy.
I like how every one of these women look like they could be like the weather girl on your local your local affiliated
I
channel.
was thinking Fox News, man.
Yeah, just give them like an ugly red dress, and then they can be like talking about news at like 7 or whatever.
Look at that. No! That's a serious man.
Oh, red face. You actually get a Native American, or is it?
No, we got Native American. We got
Oh,
Native
thank Christ!
my uncle made sure. Rick made sure to get Native.
And they would have gotten you in like they'd have put like tomato sauce over your face. You would have been
They got on this in Oklahoma for fuck's sake. They're gonna find him. Oh,
and then you put him in a spirit Halloween Indian costume.
and one pirate outfit. That's for fun tonight.
Oh God.
You sure this ain't a commercial for
Wait, hold
Spirit
on.
Halloween?
I just realized, like, you got Native Americans and you told them be a killer. Like, either way,
That ain't
it's
my
racist.
fault, that's Rick's fault.
No! You come in this house right now instead of out there talking with that riffraff.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, you floozy.
Good.
The porn parodies for Red Dead Redemption got weird.
Hey, Miss Smith.
You know, I got
Golly,
knowledge I
man.
ain't even thunk up yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I love his gun control there, putting his finger over into the actual gun. You know, like.
There's no doubt about it. You're educated.
All the guys
far beyond
have
your
like
intelligence.
Southern accents.
Yeah, that's
Well, a
right.
lot of the
Wait a
women
minute.
don't.
What do you mean by that?
That movie was terrible.
Did it get theater release or did it go straight to like DVD or what?
No, we legitimately had a theatrical fucking release for this. And we had a premiere and everything, and it fucking. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is this?
Weird. Your picture, your camera egghead's fine, but Krendar, when he left, he moved everyone else's, but yours is fine.
Where'd he go?
Reason. That's a good question. Did he say something in the chat?
Was the trailer too cringe?
I think you killed him with the cringe. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, the ad.
Yeah, the
Crazy
commercial.
Capers.
Yep. Whole playlist of it too. The whole fucking playlist.
I think one will be fine.
One, yeah, the introduction. The introduction should be.
Simpsons.
Howdy, folks. I'm Rick
Howdy.
Simpson. And I'm Larry.
Look at those eyebrows
What
on
you're
him.
about to
Christ.
watch is a
You
collection.
got fucking caterpillars on them.
Right?
Simpson. And I'm Larry.
Elliot Gould shit going
What
on.
you're about to watch is a collection of some of the zaniest commercials you've ever seen.
That's right. Over 20 years worth.
While we've got old cars, old planes, and a whole lot of horses.
And the best part,
Whole
a
lot.
bunch of crazy old characters. Plus a new section of bloopers at the end.
So pull up a seat and enjoy. We hope you have as much fun watching them as we did bringing them to you.
Oh yeah, I meant to be in the shot.
You bet. Put your feet
Look
up,
at that
relax.
neckline.
Come on.
I know,
let's get
right?
It's like is he a priest or a bolo tie wannabe? I'm trying to sort out.
I don't know. No.
You know, I just realized like, your family had the most Texas of Texas jobs. If you weren't literally a cowboy, you were selling to cowboys. You know, it's like if you were to come and find my family has a pub / potato farm. You know.
Right.
You know? Which I actually know one pub I've been to that had a potato farm out back. So, you know, it's not so bad. Oh, Nick Fuentes time.
Oh God.
We can go back and watch. We can go back and watch more of your family's legacy if you want.
I'd take the commercials over Nick Fuentes. To be
I
honest.
would too. There's lovable charm to them. Plus, it makes you cringe. This makes all of us cringe. Misogynistic white nationalist incel Nick Fuentes insists that sex is a gay act, and therefore, if you seek sex, you will become gay. It's why the straightest people in the world who remain celibate, like priests.
You should not seek sex, because if you seek sex, you will become gay, because sex is a gay act. It's totally gay.
Apes are fake,
The
guys.
greatest thing you could do is to never have sex. And everyone knows that's true. Want to know why?
Everyone.
Because you retain your semen and you sublimate your sexual desire
Sublimate?
to creating things.
Hold on.
That's why
Us?
celibacy
Retain?
is.
He doesn't retain shit when he comes on Cowboy's face.
He is so fucking stupid.
The reason.
It just.
No, I just like the reasoning of, you don't want to become gay, therefore make sure you hoard semen.
I wonder if he thinks the balls
So
are just gonna go fatter and fatter until he's like that pig that Billy the Fridge shared a few days ago.
So does he think masturbation is bad too, or
Of
is
course,
that
he's
allowed in his world?
No, although he does sex because he's a closet homosexual, and he's probably also a pedophile. But because just like
I haven't seen that.
Well, he did say that like you got to get them at 16. Like that's
Oh,
when
he's
you
one of
marry
them. Okay.
Yeah, like young, nice
God.
and early. So when he's in his 70s, she's only then starting to crack. But she
Oh, wait,
belongs
why
with
would he
him,
say that? I thought he was avoiding women altogether.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's like a big shock. Fascists aren't very practical.
Or internally consistent.
No, they're really not. Like the Jews are degenerates and weak and will are doomed to fail, but they're also destroying the greatest society that's ever existed. What? How the
Right.
fuck? How? What? Like,
Did he literally say that is why the straightest people are those who remain celibate like priests?
No, this is the person commenting on him and
Okay.
criticizing him.
Unless, of course,
This is-
unless it finishes it like you know.
This is Right Wing Watch
Who are
saying
the
that
celibates?
about him.
Monks?
Oh yeah, no, he said it.
Priests?
Oh
Yeah.
no, he
Yeah.
did. Okay, never mind.
Soldiers?
Soldiers.
Okay.
Soldiers are celibate. I fucked a soldier, okay?
They are not.
They are really not.
No.
I lived near a Navy base, and in high
you must have a
school,
fun weekend.
they would all and the only place to hang out at the time was like a pizza parking lot because it was in the middle of nowhere. So when I grew up, I lived near a Navy base, and so all the high school kids would hang out at the pizza parking lot, and the only thing that we had fun with was like the jukebox and getting helium balloons so we could get like a
Helium high.
a little bit
Silly
of a
voice,
high
yeah.
and talk funny. And then all of the Navy guys would be like, so we could get you on base and go to the E Club. They would always try to get high school girls to go with them to the enlisted men's club.
Creepy.
Some of them were barely high school guys, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Others would have been like in their 20s and 30s, so yeah, that's a bit.
Yeah, and a bit cringe.
A little bit. Then again, like this is like a realistic conversation to have. Nick Fuentes never really has any realistic conversations with women. He has sort of moments that kind of like imprint on him stereotypes because he doesn't realize people are making fun of him. Like when he was on that all black panel, and every woman wants him to say the N-word. Go on, say it. Say it. Woo, yeah, say it. Woo, yeah. Heh, heh, heh. Niger. Like he obviously he didn't say Niger. He said the other word. But but like it.
The one with another G in it.
Yeah. They all laugh. They don't like. He doesn't get that angle. But then again, he's probably bisexual. I honestly think he's bisexual because he obsesses over like mothers and like mother figures and young girls.
He's got a definite Oedipus complex.
Oh yeah, he obsesses over his mother being like very wealthy, which is weird because in his society, women wouldn't have jobs; they'd just be like barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. Which again, I'm a dom and I've got a bit of a kink, so maybe that could be okay in context. I still want her to have her own life. I want her to have her own hobbies. I want her to be able to say like, "Hey, I'm gonna learn French. That's fantastic. Bend over." Like there's time and place for it all. Like I'm okay with it, but he wouldn't want that, and yet he'll always bring up the fact that his mother's like a doctor. Which again, why the hell doesn't she step in? He's a fucking man-child who was held up in January 6th Commission. They watched clips of him at the January 6th Commission, which is one of the more surreal moments.
He might have just been like, don't talk to me anymore.
No, she defends him. She defends him. She goes like, well, I don't agree on everything he says, but I do agree on some of the things he says. He's a fucking Nazi. What could you stand shoulder and shoulder next to him over?
The sky is blue.
I would disagree with him over that.
I'd go full Ian Paisley. That's your opinion.
He said this true thing this one time, so we
Great
should listen to every opinion that he has.
Welcome to pro-Putin, pro-China politics. Yeah, maybe Ukraine has deserved it for... And then they'll point to something random. So that's why they need to be occupied by a fascist government that he supports.
It's like the Wookiee defense from South Park.
Yep. Does not make sense. Oh, right-wing watch.
Christ.
Like this guy is so...
You should
like, Nick is so sad. But on the plus side, he's losing tons of respect from the other groypers. New groypers are coming up. So, you remember when we watched the footage of him getting into the giant fight in the hotel lobby? The bitch boy slap fight? You're a cum hunter! You're a cum hunter! No, I'm not!
That was some weird shit.
Was it like the time Ben Shapiro was like making a video of him punching something and it hit him back in the face and he ran out the room?
That's right, a very young Ben Shapiro. On the topic of right-wingers being fucking stupid, did you see the Rudy Giuliani transcript?
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go. I know actual Jake posted this. I'm gonna find because it'll be easier. Actual Jake. Oh, I'm on Blue Sky by the way now. I just saw there everyone's saying Blue Sky in bio. I need to actually start putting stuff out there. But here it is.
Oh god, yeah.
This is the transcript that was released.
My god, no.
Yeah. Mr. Giuliani, come here, big tits. Come here, big tits. Your tits belong to me. Give them to me. Indiscernible. I want to claim my tits. I want to claim my tits. I want to claim my tits. These are my tits. Mrs. Dumphy. Doomfay. I know it's like something pronounced, but I'm going to call it Dumpy. Dumpy, Miss Dumpy. Yeah, let's call her Miss Dumpy. Oh, yeah. These breasts belong to me. No one else can go near these, okay? I don't care if they're flirting or give a business card. They're mine. You got it? Yes.
Oh, my
Understand?
God.
I'm very fucking possessive. I've gone easy on you. I don't know. I've gone easy on you. Pretty tough on me. Easy on them. Give me to them. Give them to me. Maybe. Here's a part two.
Sir, this is a Waffle House.
The way natural selection works. Jewish men have small cocks because they can't use them after they get married, whereas Italian men have them all their lives and they get bigger.
Is that how marriage works?
What?
You get married, you can't have sex anymore? What?
Nick, of course, is a big Giuliani fan.
Of course.
Yeah, these people had political
God.
power, real political power. Like it's sad watching people falling in older age. Here's they say never meet your heroes. Never find out about your heroes' kinks.
Yeah.
Man.
Unless it's Final Girly, in which case everybody already knows.
And I suppose to a degree, I also share them with her. But she takes it to like strange places, and I'm more like, you enjoy yourself. I'll be over here in the vanilla section of the not vanilla section.
Oh, hello. Tonight for dinner, I'm making.
Oh, this was you there, Mel, for a second. It sounds very similar.
Sloppy Joe.
Yeah, when did you start doing cooking
casserole.
videos?
I have these ingredients.
Maybe
I have
should.
1 green pepper diced,
Sloppy Joe.
half
Sloppy
of onion
Joe.
diced, 1.
Oh, before we get really into it, I'm gonna let this play. I need to go up. I'm gagging for some water, so I'm gonna get up and get some. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys, and try to help us reach the goal tonight. Please, we would very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anything given, greatly appreciated, not required, but we'd be very happy if you did so. And don't forget to
Every
check...
goal's a goal.
Damn right. And don't forget to check out the links down below for Krendar, your boy, and Elf, Jesus God, I do need some water. Egg, and Scientist Mel, who are links in the doobly-doo.
1 pound of
In the
hamburger,
doobly-doo.
a box of corn
Aqua.
bread
Stay
mix,
hydrated, kids.
and then I have a Sloppy Joe seasoning packet that I'm going to follow the directions on the back of both of these boxes. You can also use the can of Sloppy Joe sauce, if you have that. So first, we are going to put these all into a skillet, and we're going to brown the hamburger, cook the peppers and the onion.
I would do the peppers and onions first and add the meat.
Put them separate because the water content's going to mess up the browning of the meat a bit.
Yeah. And you
Getting
want to
steamed more than anything
caramelize.
else.
You want to caramelize those onions and those peppers.
At least you fast
Alright,
forwarded
so
this
my
part.
hamburger is brown, so I'm gonna put in my Sloppy Joe seasoning mix into here, and then it says stir in 1 6-ounce tomato paste.
I'm kind of dizzy. I guess I drank a little too heartily last night without enough aqua. Yeah, I'm.
You enjoyed that aqua then, sir.
Yeah.
Stop standing up.
Yeah. I don't want to like pass out or whatever. I guess I just got up way too quick. But as I was walking out to I almost went like face forward into my door.
Damn it!
Egg,
This
you
person's
might
already
remember
better than
this.
Cobes.
Yeah, falling over behind his chair. Egg, you'll remember this. Do you remember when Paul got up that one time on an early episode of Deep Fat Fried, and then he kind of like just toppled over? He passed out.
I haven't been keeping up with. I haven't been keeping up with them.
Oh,
to be honest.
That's fair. That was like a really early episode. He has very similar things. Sometimes his blood pressure gets really low, and he kind of like Paul.
Paul. Okay. It sounded like you said Holf, and I'm like, who the fuck is Holf?
Holf? Is that even a real name? I hope there is someone out there called Holf, and he's like a lumberjack in like Norway or something like that.
It's me, Holf.
Name. That's somebody's character in Baldur's Gate 3 is Holf.
Yeah. And it
Holf.
Yeah, you could work
Yeah.
Holf. How do you even spell? That's gonna be my name on Discord. Holf.
Holf.
Holth.
That is not how
That's
I would have said it. HULF.
Oh,
That's
like
yeah.
oof. That's the more Nordic version for sure.
Yeah. That's my. When it's over, I'm just gonna change because I like low energy videos, but I mean it's time for a change.
And 1 cup of water.
It's been a whole week.
So I'm gonna do that.
The stereo started a trend that will never end.
Which is
changing my name on Discord.
Oh.
Lords
I didn't know that's
of
where that came
Piss.
from.
The Piss Lords. Although I did love Emotional Trapezoid. That was a great name.
And then it says we're
that's
gonna
good.
bring this to a boil, and then we're gonna let it simmer for
Not quite
10
as cool
minutes.
as Jackalope though.
Yeah, that's a good
got
one. Of course, that's
the meat done over here, so we're gonna put it into a casserole.
She's not gonna cook that down. Is she just gonna? Okay.
Apparently not.
I too like
It looks like she
diarrhea
maybe
colored food.
did a little bit. I think she jump cut it a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't
Had
know.
to squint to see if Mel was still talking. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. The screens are super tiny. Wiggle your head when you're talking like a bobblehead. There, just for Gage. No one else.
Well, honestly, the easiest way to tell who's talking is with your ears instead of your eyes.
Exactly.
Now we are going to make our box of corn muffin mix.
Corn muffin.
According to the directions on the back. So we're going to open this
Such an
up,
American thing.
pour it into a bowl.
Hey, to be quite fair, all of my London friends, anytime I go visit,
egg.
I always had to cook a southern
And then
dinner, and they
1/3
treated
cup
cornbread like it was an appetizer while they were sipping on their caramel whiskey from Tennessee.
Damn right on everything you just said there. That sounds
Everything you
like
said
great
sounds
eating.
Tennessee to me.
Were they smoking?
Pour the milk in.
Were they smoking? No.
Yeah.
Well,
Egg
maybe they had
in.
cigarettes, but nothing else.
Oh, you meant the person sounded like Mel, yeah. Yeah, alright, like they do
And
sound
then
really
we're gonna
similar.
Do 50 strokes.
You can
and
tell
mix
whether or
it
not the person's
together.
talking about food cooking directions or not.
I do. Yeah, it's good that she speaks
Very
it up.
specific number of
Cornbread.
like why 50
over
specifically?
the top of this. You don't want to mix it together. You're going to want to
That's
form
a bit
top
weird.
layer.
Okay, I know what she's doing now.
So I'm just
Some
gonna
people
pour
do
this
this.
over the
Sort of like a
top.
cornbread shepherd's pie.
Kind of like that. They'll make like a meat dish underneath and coat the top of it
Yeah.
with cornbread mix and cook it that way.
Let's be honest, shepherd's pie is amazing.
It is pretty good. There is an Irish pub out here that does it right, and they also have Scotch eggs, which they do it right
We're
too.
going to spread it
It's
even.
not
You get Scotch
prepackaged or
eggs
nothing.
up here, frozen ones,
Over
but
the
when you go to
top.
Scotland, you can't really find them because they're actually not from Scotland. They're from London.
Mm.
And the Scots
Reminds me
don't
of a
like
certain-
Now we are going to put this in
Reminds me
the
of a certain
oven
Indian cuisine
for the
soup.
temperature
It's
on the
actually
box
also
of your cornbread
from
mix.
Britain.
Mine says 400 degrees, and you're going to want to bake it for 35 minutes. So I'll see you when it's done. All right, it's done in the oven.
See,
Let's go
Combs, that's
ahead
how
and take it
you can
out.
edit videos. It's magic.
She needs to
Right?
polish the top of her stove, though. I have issues.
Yeah, I like it.
that.
I like how you can see where she wiped grease
Alright,
off,
that
but it
looks
didn't use any soap.
Really good.
Does it?
All right.
I don't know about that.
Bye.
It's possible it is good. I don't know if it looked like it was good.
I don't know if I like sloppy Joe style meat with cornbread. I don't know if I like
I
that.
like
so
the,
much.
I'd give it a
I like the
go.
Yeah,
pushing it into the camera. Hey, you want some? You want some?
I'd take a bite out of it and be like, yeah, right, try that on the plate, or it's not really my thing. I don't
I was
feel
gonna
like,
say I like
"Bleh,"
how she also,
you know?
I like how she also completely skipped the step of trying it and seeing if it was any good or not. It was
Yeah.
like, here it is.
Looks good, eh? Eh? Uh-huh.
Them
Oh
look good, right?
yeah. This is a little old now, but this is Cardi B throwing a microphone. Damn, Cardi B hot.
I don't blame her, man.
Yeah, she was investigated for assault though over this.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know what
Well, the
happened
lady in the
afterwards.
audience is investigated for assault. You can't just throw water on somebody.
True.
Right. Yeah, you can't just be doing that.
Actually, the restaurant I work at fired somebody for doing that.
True.
Mm.
They threw water and they got kicked out.
No, one of the cooks threw water down the pants of one of the other cooks and then got fired.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know about the pants part, but like that's like
Yeah.
it dick thing.
I'm
to
just
do.
making it clear, we're not talking about customers or guests. We're talking about 2 employees.
Oh, this is weird, and I actually don't know if we can watch it. I'll explain it. Matt Walsh once filmed himself judging a diaper wrestling match between adult men. The theme that persists throughout his career, with fans calling themselves sweet babies, and that's why he has the sweet baby plushie, which he himself fucking can't stand. And the Daily Wire marketing a doll of Walsh in a diaper for you kids to play with. I don't think there's any nudity. There's like an ass crack, and that's really about it. But...
and we have Tater. They're going to be wrestling out here in the cold, in the mud, in diapers. And what's on the line? Now, if Tater wins by pin or submission, he wins tickets to go check out Kicks in Easton, along with 9 other great bands. If Interne wins, if he can somehow take down this giant behemoth, man, he will get the opportunity just to spray
Why do
Crank
people
with
do
mace
this
in the face.
to themselves?
I don't know, but here's the thing: if next time we have an LEV meetup, I'm gonna get 2 of my fans to do this. Not as a sort of contest, just for my pleasure. I'll just be there on a throne with my 2 slave girls, just sipping on a giant goblet made out of my enemy's skull.
And just be like, entertain me.
No, this is not happening with the mace.
I mean, there are some pluses of having a fan base.
It's something that motivates him.
We actually do have a fan meetup in
figure out the mace thing,
March.
But just, first
Looking
thing is
forward
to
to
beat
it.
him. So, now do they have to start in
That'll
a
be in
wrestling
Philadelphia.
position, or what?
All
How
are
do you
welcome.
start?
For Paddy's Day. Come one, come all.
How does this work?
I think they just go like 2 gladiators in the arena.
Stop pussyfooting around and tackle each other.
Baby Huey.
Sumo? Yeah.
No, because that'll
Sounds
require
like you
ripping
really
the
want
diaper,
them to
and I don't
touch
want to
each
see the
other,
diaper
man.
come off.
I do.
Okay, no, I think it's got to be.
See what I mean? Like, you fucking own who you are. I'm not ashamed of it.
Again.
I'm a
Look
lech.
quite like two grown men touching each other while they're wearing diapers.
Like I said, I might not have my goblet or my slave girls, but I am on my throne. So, and then it cuts off after this. Come on, fucking blue ball and shit. What oddly terrifying? What would you do in this situation? Oh, I think this is a flash warning. Yep.
Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah, I've actually been in a plane that this happened once. I was very
Insane
young.
turbulence.
Oh, just turbulence. You're in the middle of a lightning storm. Ooh.
Yeah, I've been on stuff like
The lights would freak me out more because the plane would be collapsing. But of course.
Thankfully, I haven't. I've been on a lot of planes and never right through a thunderstorm like that. Close to one though.
All right. So getting over to America, the easiest way out of whether you're going out of Heathrow or whether you're going out of Dublin, the easiest way is to go up over to the Arctic Circle because the air is colder. It helps with the fuel consumption. It apparently increases the plane's speed by a little bit. But I usually fly over there just after on my birthday, which is in January. Now you can imagine the Arctic Circle in January is a little cold and a little prone to storms. I mean, we got a Canadian here, like you know full well what that far up north gets. Like it gets very very snowy and very windy and very very bad. But flying as a result means that you get turbulence. You're always going to get turbulence. Like there's no way around it.
A little bit though.
But it just comes with the territory. I've been flying since before I could talk, and I'm still scared that this is gonna be the flight that'll kill me. I just can't get over it. It's so stupid. But every time I get on,
it's funny because of the amount that you actually fly though.
Hell, I'm not a very outgoing person, but I put myself out there. Like you got to.
I mean, good for you for taking these spheres and just saying fuck you. You're not going to control me.
It's all you can do. You can be controlled by them, and then you end up like Cobes. You know, Cobes is controlled by his sphere, and look how happy he is. Let's see. Hi everyone. Cool to see the chat. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. You guys have been very cool today. What's this? Daily Mail. Ewok Village. Homeless encampment appears in high trees above Seattle. Upon venturing into the encampment, yeah, like they have nowhere else to live. Jonathan Trow was stunned by the fine residents living high up in the evergreen trees. Additional tree dwelling individuals. A man building an intricate underground cave tunnel system. Issue drew his homeless encampment of a fully inflated adult-sized swimming pool, which controversial topic in recent weeks.
Someone contact George Lucas.
As you can see here, like there is I don't think there's anything illegal about this. It's just it can't be the nicest experiences. Like when it rains and shit, you're fucked. Like all you can do is just kind of like
they got covers over top.
Sure, but
the question is how waterproof and how sturdy are they?
Right.
Also, it gets cold in the winter up there, so like they better be building fires. Now that is illegal. Like there's certain like areas you can't build fires, and they're probably where they are. It's unclear who lives in the treehouse. No residents visible during closed visit. The Ewok village appears in Return of the Jedi. The movie was third. Okay, so about the Ewok village. Sci-fi enclosure, a green tarpaulin, has been stuffed with mounds of trash and the sort of detritus commonly seen in encampments, including cloths and the black plastic crate. I like that little village out in the desert in America that like all the artists live out in.
Yeah.
It's been out there like since the 70s. They have that giant rock that they've painted all over, and it's like a commune. You go drive out there and you just Vermin Supreme's gone and like had big meetings out there a few times. That looks really cool.
Because he's a legend.
Yeah, because he's Vermin Supreme. He's the president America deserves, but also doesn't deserve.
Yes.
You ain't earned. Yeah. Oh, this is cool because remember what I was saying about being autistic? Boom. Trains, models.
Oh wow.
Trains.
Model Brazil, probably the most incredible miniature we've ever seen in our lives.
Wow.
They put the Carnival music on. Little buses. That's a tram. Look at the little guy there wheeling the flag. Just going around a little circle. Need to show the fellas there. That is so cool.
How long do you think this took to make? Wow.
Yeah, I wonder how many people did it. I wonder like how much it cost. I wonder how long it took. Is it a government pack
Great job,
thing
though.
or yeah?
They even put little people in there.
Yeah, like the best ones always have like things almost certainly for the people making it that no one will ever see. But I've seen
jokes,
yeah, like buildings where people are just working inside. No one will ever see it except maybe as like a silhouette in a building window. Like it's oh, this is hilarious. Confederate guy doing Confederate things.
You're getting a beer. Talk. We need a beer for this.
I need a beer for this.
Yeah.
Look at that loser with his loser flag. The annoying orange lasted longer than the Confederate.
I remember this.
The annoying orange lasted longer than Nazi Germany and the Confederacy. Pretty soon combined.
That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad for everybody involved.
Right? Hi, Nick Fuentes. I bet you have a lot of things to say about how base this guy is.
These guys are attacking a hero.
He's just expressing his... Oh, we have a southerner. We have two southerners, and both of which states were the losers, weren't they? Yeah, and I imagine you. Do you have any family who served in the Confederacy?
What, me?
Mel or Egg?
Not that I'm aware of. Not
No.
that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware
No.
of.
Could you imagine the weird, like, dark mirror universe that we would have had where... how would Egg have turned out if the South had won?
Yeah, it's that ripple effect. There's a book series from a guy by the name of Turtle Dove where the Confederacy survived and lasted into the 20th century and shit. And it goes all over the place. It's very sort of man in the high tower sort of thing, but it ends with the Confederacy losing again.
So I have to say, while we're still on this screen, I just noticed the username that posted this. Marjorie Gaylor Queen. Nice.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. Marjorie Taylor Greene is what you'd get if you crossed a Neanderthal with a howler monkey.
Yes. Accurate. Completely accurate.
The UK produced some of the strangest commercials for Kentucky Fried Chicken. This is from 1977 and completely bizarre. I have no idea what
and
this
the
is.
sheep and the birds and the horses were moving and lying and whistling and neighing, having lunch in the sun.
They're all bouncing.
While Hugo and I were having none in the
Wow, young Billy the Fridge.
back seat. We sat getting dinner. The rumblings cried, give us Kentucky Fried. Time for dinner. Dad stopped the car and Hugo said, you go. And I said, no, you go. And soon he was back with
Man,
the
just
pack.
get the
and then
potatoes, get extra gravy. That's what that sounds like. They're just ready to...
Just give me
Wow.
5 orders of popcorn, chicken, and some fries, and I'm happy.
Nothing about this makes me
so
want to
we
get
ate
KFC.
in the back, feeling
Barely
better
in it.
inside. A drive isn't funny with an empty tummy. Thank goodness for Kentucky.
The car is drunk. Like it's not... So, like, yeah, that wasn't so much a minute long ad is kind of long, even for the 70s.
That is weird. And it took like what, 20 or 30 seconds before you even know what the ad's for.
Right? Everyone's all bouncing and bouncing and bouncing, and then about a third in, they're finally like, I'm hungry, so they stop at KFC.
Yeah, there you go. KFC didn't show up until 30 seconds in. 32. Yeah.
I said.
No, we're done with you bouncing fat people.
Like, yeah, okay, I'm hungry, but what do you want me to eat? I'm confused.
Oh. From Matt Walsh to Matt Gates.
Matt.
Oh,
so,
great.
Backstory. TikToker Michael Picard, which, cool, interrupted a Matt Gates event in Fort Walton Beach with a blow-up doll as he shouted, "Matt Gates, I got you an underage girl." Police quickly escorted him out. As you can hear the crowd chuckle in the background. Matt Gates say, "This guy's a real piece of..." Oh, if I only knew what that word meant. She? Oh well. At the end of the video, you can hear Picard ask for blow-up doll back. At the post this and unsupports this behavior, no one's harmed. Perhaps Matt Gates' ego.
Gates, I got you the underage girl. I got you the underage girl.
Oh my God.
You can have her. You can have her.
You can have her.
Oh, wow.
Dude, wow, I was not expecting that face.
You can have
Right?
her.
He looks...
I didn't expect this to be overweight Dracula.
He looks like a fucking extra in Porky's.
Wow, look at him.
Wow.
Clearly a threatening individual.
Oh, yeah.
look at that menace. That
So
sheer
threatening.
menace in the eyes, you know?
This is the Penguin's origin story right here, man.
Oh, my God.
Got a little flipper trick.
And he's like, haha, I got him.
Gates, I'm gonna do a crime now.
All right, let's. Oh, we didn't even talk about the sausage. It's time for sausage. We didn't even talk about the Lizzo stuff. But I don't have that. Yeah, she. So Lizzo.
Next week.
I'll just talk about it quickly. Well, I'll quickly just talk about it. We don't need to actually see the footage.
Right.
Not that there's any footage anyway. She's getting accused of sexual harassment by some of her dancers and fat shaming by some of her dancers, saying that someone was fired for being too fat, which is weird because Lizzo's meant to be one of the she's body positivity movement, and she's saying that her dancers were too fat. Plus, at a party, she was forcing people to forcing some of her dancers to play around with these. Basically, it was at a bar that had strippers as the waitresses, and you could just basically touch them. And it was.
She was pushing people into doing that.
Yeah. Also, which is weird because then she also was promoting her Christian fundamentalist views on people. Like, they need to have prayer sessions on Sunday. What?
Oh, so what we're saying is she's a massive hypocrite in all around.
Very Medea vibes going on, you know. Very. I'm getting.
It's concerning.
Yeah.
It's very
She's
concerning.
allowed to be fat positive, and she wants people to do stuff that she publicly says is bad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm trying to wait until I get more information, because I know one of the things that certain folks in the media do is they're gonna jump immediately on her size. They're gonna jump on and make it a race thing, and I'm like, I'm like, if this is true, it's freaking devastating. It's very devastating.
About 4 of her dancers came forward. God, I'm so used to this happening to men. I said his. Here's a gender. Here's genuine gender equality. Also, the Mr. Beast stuff. I was just looking there at the Philip DeFranco's screenshot, and the Mr. Beast stuff is interesting too. He's suing the company that's making his burgers from the burgers ones for being terrible. Like even he can't shill it. Like they are just disgusting, and he's bringing them to court for basically making his brand look bad.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So speaking of disgusting food, though, ordinary sausage. Ordinary sausage.
Well, it's
Sausage!
sausage.
Sausage!
Oh no.
Oh no, it's
Sausage.
green!
What
No,
is
oh
this?
no, this is bad. The screen's green. Let me,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Sausage.
yeah, ordinary
I
Oh,
sausage.
think maybe YouTube is saving us from itself right now.
I hope it is.
Maybe.
I hope it is. I hope to God it is.
Yeah.
But do you
don't
have
want- I-
9,000 tabs open?
I had 5.
1,000.
You're making me feel like I'm at work. I have so many tabs open on my work computer.
No.
Why is it green?
Why is it green? Why is it doing this to us? We've made
Because
you know-
it sucks, that's why.
Guys, it's not easy being green.
Oh,
that's
it's
true.
true.
It's very
You
true.
know?
So true.
Boop. I'll turn off the. Alright, so I turned off. Oh no! Double bad. Boop. It tried to
You
find an alternative.
green.
Hold on. Video. I'm gonna bring it back in. Window capture. Add source. I'm gonna open it up again, and we will see if this fixes the issue. We're near the end of the evening, so if push comes to shove, right? It's happened a while back. So window capture, screen. Boop 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 boop.
Now it sounds like you're making up some dance moves. Window capture.
Window
Screen.
capture. Everybody movement.
It's the window
like
capture is the new Let's Vogue.
Window capture. It's gonna be like a new how they used to do oh god, the word escapes me, where they have everybody show up and they all do a flash mob except window capture. Everybody does a flash mob but gets really still.
See, that works. Yeah. No. It's just, look, I can open up another one and it'll work. Like, I don't get it. Like,
It's not easy being green, man.
it's not easy being green, or it's just sausage. It's just ordinary sausage.
We're gonna.
Like, why? Why are we not getting our sausages? Why is it
Man.
specifically just sausage, dude?
I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you guys that if there was ever like kin fighting where you had to buy a ticket, I would totally go watch a kin fight.
See, it even shows it. Like, it's weird. And then when I click on it, it just goes green. It's like it's mocking me. That's what it's doing.
Well, he's got other stuff too, right? We don't have to watch the socks.
But they're all the same. It's all
Aw.
green. It's just him.
Ooh.
Weird.
Fuck that noise. I don't appreciate that. I don't. It's a very strange. It's doing me a confused, is what it's doing.
See, now you sound like the characters from Fable 3. Oh my god, I've been playing the mess out of that game.
I almost
That's
like.
fun.
I liked elements of that game. I thought that the countdown timer, you had this much time before the end of the game, was a nice touch. But then I realized, oh, actually, you can just cheese it really easily. So it kind of lost its.
Was that the one where they were like, you have to be an evil piece of crap in order to make sure that your army is ready for
That's
this thing?
bullshit.
And
If you know what you're doing, you can be as good as you want to be.
but it was
the
that
thing-
one though, right?
Yeah, I hated the ending that I got because I wasn't a piece of crap, and then I didn't have enough money in order to save my army. So I'm playing it again
Oh, I
the
had
second
plenty.
time around. Would they let you like put money into the treasury in order to like be prepared for the
so.
soldiers?
Oh,
Because I didn't have
remember
enough.
is I was like a complete goody two shoes, and I just played the real estate thing really hard, and I was filthy rich by the end, and I was all set and ready to go.
I have like $4 million right now, and I just got through the Reaver portion of the game. I'm gonna be ready to have my 6.5 million.
As that character was great. I'm looking forward to Fable 4, but the I love the discourse that people are like, oh no, you play as an ugly woman. What? You look like a person. Do you not know what people look like?
Dude, the character in Fable 3, I think she's an ugly woman, but the dude is ugly too. I mean, I
Everyone
don't
is
sit
like
there and...
weirdly caricature, like stylized in the Fable games. Like they all have like these
Seriously,
giant
any of them are
arms
hot.
and shit. What about Reaver? Reaver's kind of cute.
Reaver was like Clockwork Orange with a freaking plague doctor mask. I mean, that was clearly, I felt like they were getting a lot of that vibes off of him.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that John Cleese was in the game.
John Cleese, Stephen Fry. There's one more, but I think like all the standard like famous voice actors and actresses. So you got like Steve and Nolan and all them. But they're in everything.
And the freaking
So who's excited for the next Fable game?
I was
Who's
just saying
excited
the
for
gnomes.
the coming one?
Oh, I am. I'm looking forward to it.
I think it'll be cool. I tried to avoid doing the gnomes again because I just...
Gnomes.
They're irritating.
Gargoyles and gnomes. One thing I love is the demon doors. They're very unique. But in Fable 2, I hated how you needed to be logged onto the Xbox Live to be able to pull off to get the achievement, because you can't do that anymore, so it's forever locked off. But I love how they designed the way they come out of the stone. Looks very foam-like. They're like, and they're waking
The demon doors are cool. I loved Fable 2. I played the mess out of that. I think I liked it better than
That's
the
a
first
nice
one.
bit of forging.
Chicken chaser. And I like that the save option, the save little ring that they have in the bottom right corner of the screen is a chicken. Like a chicken chaser.
It's had an I like the trailer for Fable 3 and it was just following the chicken the whole time. I think after Fable 1 the game's kind of like they don't live up to the hype expected of them, which is kind of true. They have a very Discworld vibe to them, which I like, but they don't go as balls deep as... We need a good Discworld game. Make it like a puzzle, like an open world puzzle game. But like they did that back in the day. Like we can try the ordinary sausage one more time, but it looks like this is not working out as well as I'd like, which fucking...
I'll give it a try.
We'll give it a college try. We'll try one of his shorts. Ah, see, that works.
Well, then let's go back and see if it works again.
Yeah, we'll watch his short though.
Yeah.
Very bored, and I thought of this. Hot water. Water your Pringles. Chill.
Why? No.
Shake it loose.
Are you turning it into mashed potatoes? Because that's what you're trying to do, I think.
No.
Regrets.
Big shock on that one.
Yeah, it didn't taste good. No.
Damn it.
Oh my.
And I have it down as the lowest quality too.
That's so weird.
You should complain to the manager.
Yo, ordinary sausage, I got complaints.
Where's the manager of YouTube?
Manager, obviously.
Call up the fuckery department.
Yes.
Oh, I know what we can do.
Indeed.
It's in the same vein of it. We can see if Cobus has a new recipe.
Oh no.
Terrifying.
I know, right?
Oh no.
You think it would be better or worse than a sausage? The most disgusting...
Undetermined. How many bugs will be in it?
It's green on his end too. It's green on his end too.
Oh no. There. Okay, okay. We're safe. I think it depends on the link I click on, but I don't know. Oh, we watched this last night, so I don't really want to shill it. Did you see his
then?
His bake his
I mean,
burger?
they showed on DP, but I was like, I don't think. Aha!
There, let's try his burger.
What up, YouTube? So here's the sandwich in question.
Smaller than it should be. Shouldn't it be a skyscraper with him?
Is this the one that he put the egg rolls in?
Question.
I don't know.
I did a video of me trying the sandwich
Hey,
after the
look how
first
ecstatic
couple
he
of
is.
bites.
Look how happy he is.
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
I
he's
tried to post it on my YouTube, but the
I'm getting
footage
Renfield vibes,
just
man.
got lost somehow.
It's
So
like,
it is what
Master
it
says
is.
I need to make a burger.
Torgo. He's Torgo from Mystery Science Theater, from Manos to Hand of
Oh
Fate.
gosh.
You see how red that beef was?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was definitely a color.
For starters, I would like to say that my simp shrimp bacon cheeseburger that
Simp
I've
shrimp.
created
That's the
on my
bacon, this is the
YouTube
shrimp.
channel is simply delicious.
Oh yeah, yeah. He looks like he's having a great time.
It was not
Is
letting me
he
save
okay?
the files
No. He's
for
really
my
not okay.
video. So it is what it is, YouTube.
He has not been okay for
Boy,
years.
howdy was it pissing
And it's a
me
tragedy,
off,
but it is
I'm
also
like,
fascinating.
You know
He
what?
did the
I'm not
Jared
gonna
thing
let
with his
it get
shirt,
to
by the
me.
way. Did you see that?
Isn't worth
Yep.
it.
It just isn't worth it.
But definitely the arms part.
Right there on the back.
Oh my god.
See the sauces.
I don't.
Oh, uncooked bacon too.
There's that shrimp
I'm not even
action right
certain what's
there.
on it.
The last burger he made, there were bugs in it.
Oh my
It's
god.
ingredients either.
Then
There's
there's
the
a
shrimp
Renfield
right
vibe.
there, as you can see.
He's the kind of guy that would run into a 2x4 after being worn to death.
I'm gonna have to
Yes,
give
he would.
the simp shrimp.
Let's be fair though,
bacon
Levy. It only had bugs
cheeseburger,
in it because he
the,
left it on the
Cobra
counter for 12
Silver
hours before he ate it.
And goddamn,
Oh,
I'm not just saying that because I
typical-
made
typical
it. The
mistake,
flavors
yeah.
on this are really fucking nice.
I'll try the
YouTube.
I'll try the sausage after this one more time.
You
and
see the
if maybe
shrimp
we watch
right
Oh
there,
my
the little
God.
shrimp cross
I
section.
don't understand why people
that-
do this thing where they cook something and then leave it on the counter
I
overnight
lost
and
the
eat it the
footage of
next
me
day. Like,
trying
why did you
it
cook it if you
originally.
didn't want to eat it right now?
Because he
So
was
to
probably
re-record
drunk
the
and he
try-
just passed out afterwards. Honestly,
Maybe.
it
Thing
makes
apart.
It was a burrito. Yeah, Gage. It was a burrito.
that was the Bogrito. He hasn't made a Bogrito
Yes.
since, but no, he did. He made one when it was
King Cobra fam.
your favorite son was on over there.
I would remake
This
this
is-
cheeseburger again.
Remake again?
Remake again.
Ugh.
There's not a sing. Like it's just.
He's got a
words.
strong. He's got a strong hold on the English language. This guy.
I don't want to say it.
Yes, we've seen it. We've seen it, guy. We've seen it.
Oh my god.
He's like when a chimp is like showing you something and it's just like half.
Toasting
eaten,
the
like,
bread first
bit of fruit.
before assembling the rest of the sandwich.
How many
via
spiders
cooking
do you
and everything
think live in
else.
the back right corner of,
definitely
his,
the way to
of his
go.
room there?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna
All
cook
of
your
them.
sandwich bread.
Black
and then
Widow.
Maybe he
toast
thinks
the
one of them is gonna give him
sandwich to get a
superpowers.
good flavor on your bread.
That's how it works, right?
It does
Mhm.
work.
Statistically, one of them must have
However,
been near a
you run
nuclear
the risk
reactor.
of burning the grease into
You
your
eat
bread,
enough bugs on your burger,
so
maybe,
it looks
you know.
a little
It's free protein.
eh.
I mean,
So what
It
I
can
did
be.
was I
I mean,
used
instead
a
of getting
little bit
superpowers, he just turns into a drider.
mayonnaise and butter country crock spread.
mayonnaise and
Mayonnaise.
butter,
Yeah.
country crock.
Most of what he uses is just pure, unadulterated, like the lowest grade shit.
This is the only guy who would use mayonnaise and butter at the same time. Like, fucking, why?
The way I cooked the
Son said
burger
that
bread.
favorite son said that when he tried his food, it was just kind of tasteless. Like that was it, and I can tell it's kind of tasteless. Like he puts all these flavors in and just mushes up, and then it just kind of sets, and like everything's just lost.
Kind of like British food. I'm just kidding.
No, actually, you're 100% right. Why do you think so many of them are
In this
done
video
in
from my
pubs?
newest
You know,
burger
you gotta be
Oh
drunk.
my
You
God.
want that grease.
Is this like the
I
Mr.
mean-
Burns kind of thing where he's got so many diseases that they
By the
can't
time
affect
the
him
burger
because they're
patty
all
was done
jammed up
cooking,
together? The flavors have
Three
gotten
Stooges
too big,
symbol.
neutralized each other.
Yeah, the Three Stooges syndrome.
Oh my
And I put on top
god.
of the burger the bread, fully toasted and soft.
Everyone always thought he'd
What?
improve in his life with Puff, but he's just added Puff as another thing. At least he takes care of Puff. He really does. But
I'm confused. Fully toasted and soft. Wouldn't being fully toasted make it not soft?
yeah, most of his crunchy food isn't very crunchy.
With that grease, but then it also was
Oh, yeah, it's
firm. You know, like a proper grilled cheese sandwich with that buttery love.
Buttery love.
It's got that texture.
He's replaced sex with food because he's
That's his stripper name.
I'll give you
Buttery Love. Casper, Wyoming's #1 male stripper, Buttery Love.
The action for the snacking. Here's the close.
What up,
Pay him.
ladies?
Bacon.
Pay him in country crock
cheeseburger.
bread.
Spread him in that spread.
Who put shrimp on a cheeseburger?
Why did he put egg rolls on a cheeseburger? Why? No, I can already tell this won't work. Why?
Egg rolls would be better.
Anything. Yeah, but they were also microwaved egg rolls. They were all squishy.
That's the problem there.
Yeah, everything's microwaved. He always microwaves shit, even though he's got an oven, and he just there's so much Cobes, so much. I love him, but he's so broken.
Yeah, like I remember when he put when he put an egg on his burger. I'm like, okay, an egg on a burger is fine, but maybe fry the egg. Don't microwave it in a bowl.
Yep.
Unrelated, but kind of related to Oppenheimer. You guys want to see a new thing that I got?
Yes.
What?
A really cool new thing that I got. I got this from. Okay, there's this company.
I'll make
Let
a
me
big
see
screen. Hold on.
It's a little museum type of company, and this is the little card that comes with it. The Manhattan Project Shield Window. So I got a piece of the shield window.
Oh yeah, that they hold
that
over
they
their
use.
face.
Well, no, like actual, for testing. It was for testing like for the Trinity bomb and everything. So this is lead oxide, right? And you can't see it so great. Like I don't want to touch it, y'all, because I've been told not to. But it's like this little yellowing thing. So this is what it says. The Manhattan Project was the code name for the World War II research and development effort that allowed the United States to make a series of atomic breakthroughs. This specimen comes from a leaded glass shield window installed in the 221-T plant in Hanford, Washington. This facility processed the plutonium for both the Trinity test and in the Fat Man atomic bomb used over Nagasaki, Japan in August 9th, 1945.
Cool.
So it's pretty cool. I'm like, oh my God, I need that. And, the actual whole piece, they have a whole piece. It's like $3 million. Like, I don't have that kind of money, but I'm gonna get me this
maybe
little.
You can start a GoFundMe or something.
I'm sorry, guys.
I need that panel.
What will you do
That
with
entire
it? Do?
Dude, I'd be like,
I'll just put it in front of my window. So if there comes like a nuclear case, I'll just be like,
You're the only one who survives.
just stand right here. This will stop the radiation except for the sides, but we got this part,
And they drop the bomb right behind you.
Like,
well, shit.
That was one of the funniest lines in that film. They're like, the glass will stop the radiation, but what will stop the glass?
What is it? The guy putting the stuff on his face.
Yeah, that was one of them. Yeah, the dude that was sitting in the car. He's like, this will stop the radiation. He goes, but what will stop the glass? If it's a hard enough hit, it's gonna shatter that glass and hit you in the face.
I have to admit that I was joking about the Einstein sex scene, but there is like a lot of sex. There's a surprisingly lot amount of sex, and there is a scene where this woman realizes that that Oppenheimer's like she loved this other woman, and she's basically just seeing him having sex with her, sitting on a chair in the middle of like an inquiry hearing, and
it was weird.
And everyone is like just like. Everyone thinks, oh, that's such a serious part. It got a genuine laugh out of me. I'm like, because like she's just bobbing up and down on him, and everyone's like having these serious conversations with Oppenheimer, who's having a serious conversation, but she's basically just grinding up on him, naked, staring at her, and making her into like a femme cook, I suppose.
I was just like, what the fuck?
Actually, no. It's
Yeah.
you don't need the femme section. She's still technically a cuckold after that.
I mean, but to be fair, she did cheat with Oppenheimer on her husband.
Yeah.
I mean, so, and then they got married. I wonder if they had an arrangement because apparently he got around a bit.
Oh, he did. A lot of them did. Like a lot of we always think
They
like nerds
did.
are
I mean,
like
you
these
know.
are like these sexless like nerds. There are. No, Mel, you have a I'm
Oh, I
imagine
know.
you
I
have
know.
probably
I
a
think it's
very
funny.
very acceptable like personal life. I'm sure you do, but acceptable. That's a very diplomatic way of saying it. I'm one to talk.
You don't know me. I may be one of those sexless nerds.
With all that
Or
stuff
not.
behind you? No.
You don't know me. I'm probably known in 3 countries for getting booty.
You don't know me.
You don't know me.
I don't know you.
That's
your own
that's
sandwich.
my purse.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Oh my goodness. I totally would have banged Oppenheimer. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would have hit that hard.
He seemed like a fun piece of meat.
I mean, he seems all right. I mean,
Those
smart
Spanish
guy.
Civil War era communist scientists, they were fucking like drip. Like they had a
It's
lot
just like,
going on.
hey, I'm all into quantum chemistry. I'm like, oh my god, just talk about that. We don't even have to touch me.
So how
Let's
does
talk about them
quantum
firmly.
chemistry work? Does it have a reaction and not have a reaction at the same time? Is it
What do you
Schrodinger's
mean?
chemicals?
God damn it.
Or not? Or does it have a reaction until you observe it?
Well, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I think also we're thinking about Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. You can't know how fast an electron is moving and where it is at the same time.
Yeah.
But that was just like utterly fast. I'm so disappointed that Heisenberg worked for the Nazis. I'm like, man, that's like that level in the libraries of Alexandria getting burned down. It's like equal levels of disappointment for me.
Seriously.
Well, on the plus side, they didn't take him seriously. Hitler didn't really start that the project till like 1944, and at that point, well, they were already fucked. But you know, go and watch those films, guys. They are very good. Barbie and Oppenheimer at the same day. Make it an afternoon out of it. Get yourself some snacks. I got a bunch of popcorn in. I watched them here, totally legally, and just take an afternoon. You'll really enjoy it.
Raising girl be like, read this in the original Sanskrit. I'd be picking up.
I have
like, no.
bounce, become death, bounce, the destroyer, bounce of world. A lot of cowgirl going on in that movie. A lot of cowgirl going on in that movie. Nothing wrong with it, but I guess that was an easy way of showing how. Or what about that scene when they're in the hotel room and they're just bare ass naked talking on the chairs?
I think the purpose of the artistic choice on that was to show that he could only really be vulnerable with Jean.
Yeah.
And that was coming through. And then in the inquiry, where they're sitting there, he felt like he was super freaking vulnerable because his whole life was like being pushed out in front of him, you know, and in front of his wife. So it was not only making him vulnerable, but it was also making
No, I
her
understood it.
vulnerable,
It's just that it was like this emotional whiplash that I could only laugh at because it was like.
I laugh at inappropriate times too, like Twilight. I had to sit through that with a friend when it came out, and I just cry laughed.
With like the baby with the weird ass face.
Yeah, the first one.
Oh.
I'm just like, I would be so bored with Edward if every time we were getting hot and heavy, he goes, "I'm sorry, I can't." It was like premature ejaculation.
Fucking
I'm like,
power
get
top
out.
me already. Destroy the bed.
Dude, we can't be doing this in Dayton, man. You don't have to step up.
Okay, now I'll have a safe word if I think you're about to crack my spine, but other than that, go for it.
Right to bed.
You know who
Let's
would
get
suck in
impressive
bed?
here.
I think Superman would suck in bed, because he's very sort of like vanilla and basic, and
No,
he'd be
I
too
think
terrified.
Superman is a sub. Come on, let's be honest here. Superman
Well,
is a sub. That's why he wanted
he
Lois.
is. Isn't there one where their kid finds Lois's Supergirl fetish outfit that she wears in bed? There's a comic where like
Oh, okay.
yeah, so she kind of I think that's a way for her to take power back in the sort of power dynamic to sort of thing because well she is dating basically a god. So like how do you do that? But is that also his thing or is he just letting her do this for her sake because he loves her that much? You know?
I think he enjoys it because you got to think he's like the most powerful being in that particular universe, or at least one of them, right? And so he's like, I don't want to have all this responsibility all the time. So why not go, hey, I got this strong woman named Lois. She's pretty mouthy. I dig that. You know, I could like, do like Superman-y stuff or whatever. Or I can just let her just wreck me. I think he would enjoy that.
He could take it, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like she's gonna hurt him or anything.
Right?
Yeah, for real. He'd be like,
But
do
then
your work.
for Lois, I feel sorry because then she'd be like, "Is he just pandering for me? You know, like is he just playing
I
along?"
think he really likes that. I think he really. You see how like in the original like the Donner films. If you go back to like the Donner films, he longs to be like that human level, and it's to the point to where he associate with humanity with. He wants to be in a lower form. He knows he's not, and he's got like, oh, I can be Superman to do this thing, but in his day to day, he wants to be there.
I want to keep this conversation going, but I've actually got to end it because my headphones are like, you're running low on battery, and we've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so. Yeah.
Oh no.
We're gonna actually skip Dancing Lad this week as a result. Also, I'm actually really fucking starving. Jesus Christ, I need to get something to eat.
Go get your food.
So everyone,
quickly
shill. Krendar, you first.
All right, everybody go by and play Baldur's Gate 3 because that's what I'm gonna do now.
Sweet.
Also, Metroid Dread on stream tomorrow.
Ooh. Link in the doobly-doo. Egghead, you up? What, doing what, where, how?
Still posting stuff on YouTube. Been also making some TikToks as well. Hopefully to make some new TikToks pretty soon. However, the month of August is always a fucking hard month for me. 2nd year of anniversary of my dad's death is coming up, so
I'm so sorry.
I'll be taking it kinda easy for this month. So hopefully, sometime after late August, I'll be hopefully to get back into the grind. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, link down there. And Mel, are you producing it and putting it out there? I know your schedule is a little bit topsy-turvy.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad since I got the new job. And the job isn't bad. It's just I'm having to build a chemistry department at this college, and I'm like,
that sounds like a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. And there's a lot of stuff I got to do, stuff that this college has never done before. I'm going to start educational research in the fall, trying out a new thing, see if we can't get some grant money. I'm hoping to be back at some point soon, making content at least on Saturdays, because I really do miss it. I thoroughly enjoy that. And I kind of miss poking fun at bad science. I mean, it's a lot of fun to just rip apart terrible things.
And you've got months of backlog of like crazy, insane scientists, so like to go through. Like I'm sure all these fires springing up everywhere has resulted in a lot of climate deniers making some very interesting claims. Well, just because we're having the worst summer in recorded history doesn't mean there's any proof of global warming. You know, like...
Yeah, I just can't.
Try to say it every year.
Yeah. How can global warm if snow? You know.
Yeah. Look, it's winter and it's snowing. Therefore, you are wrong.
Checkmate.
It's insane.
It's the are apes real, dude? It's just that with a different coat of paint. With that gets a little bit more traction from governments who want to produce more shit. In another reality, governments are backing the Are Apes Real thing so they can partake in the lucrative ape trade. You know, like, keep on shilling those anti-ape lobbyists. You know, on the floor of Congress. Do we really have to keep on pretending that bonobos exist? I mean, really?
Not the bonobos.
Oh, bonobo. Bonobo's a great word to say. Plus, they fuck.
More like bonobo knows.
Bonobos knows what knows.
They engage in circle jerks.
They do. Party resolves their issues. Whenever they have problems, they resolve it by just fucking.
Only on their side of this issue.
They have a better society than we ever will, because we have amazing sex, fantastic sex. But is that what our society is? No, and that's a crime. Like it should be at least 20 to 25% more sex, just on overall, on the spectrum. Once you're 18, kids, not before. Anyway, as for me, I have no idea. Oh, I'm doing the run tomorrow. Oh, an hour and a half running stream. So come over and make me feel. My legs are absolutely like tight as fuck now. It's great to feel, but it's at the exact same time. It's hell. I tried to do a 2-hour run on stream, and I got an hour and a half in. So I know my wall is an hour and a half. I'm not complaining with that. Like, when I'm done, I'm feeling so good about myself. It is an absolute slog. Like, I belt it. So, most I can run is 8.5 kilometers for a little bit. That's the fast I can run. And then after a while, I have to lower it down. And then over on the weekend, I'm going to start doing the games one by one. So, Final Fantasy 12 and a little bit of Dungeon Keeper.
Ooh, one of the best ones.
Nice.
Yep. We're about maybe halfway through 12 now, I think. So it's going pretty well.
Nice.
Plus, they give you a boost. The remaster Zodiac Age gives you a boost to speed. So if you want to grind, you just hit the 4x speed button, and then just put on a podcast in the background and go through an area full of monsters over and over and over and over again, and it's done in like a fraction of time. It's great. And I'm not doing that on stream because no one wants to watch it. I did a poll. No one wanted to watch it.
Maybe I should stream playing video games and talk about stupid science or something.
People will watch.
They might.
You mean awesome science?
Well, no, I could talk about bad science. And like, you see how I'm shooting through these hollow men? Like, here's something that I found on the internet about a new conspiracy theory. Just go through and talk about that. That might be cool.
That could be fun.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and get some cereal. So I want to say goodbye to everyone and thank you all so much for watching. Before we go though, quick thing. Gotta see what the next week is, for who our guests are. We actually have almost a full roster. Oh, Krendar on the 17th. I don't have this up on the list, but we're gonna have a big crowd come in for Bearded Ramblings. Magicus, Two Guns, and Raisin all might be dropping by because afterwards, 3 drinks minimum immediately after. So, so we get the best of both worlds. Oh,
nice.
Burnt Toast and Alan Reyes are coming back for the 10th, so that'll be pretty fun.
Oh, nice. Been a while since we've had Toasty
and Alan for that matter. So it'll be pretty good.
True.
All right, everyone, you all take care and try not to do a podcast when you're